But you gotta go through something to get to something, you know? Whatever that something is, yeah, we back locked in, let's go. Got it out the mud with the cards that was dealt. Cause I fear wasted life more than I fear death, yeah. That's why I never worry about a flight plan. Cause when you up, you never ask when the flight land. Southside of Shy still alive, so I beat the odds. Tempted by the devil, but made my peace with God. We beat that odd. The nights was cold, it was cheap to scar. That sleep was hard. Depression had me locked, could see the bars. Faith and prayer helped me see the mark. Couple guys I had to take off on them. Shit's different when they trying to pull a take off on you. Set the table for niggas and set my plate aside. So when you see me feeling mass, know that it's justified. When niggas get the buck and I get the pesticide. Jungle full of gorillas who let the pest inside. No object formed against me shall be weaponized. That's why the guys pull up like an exercise and press the bitch when they woofing from the sidelines. Yeah.
Long day now.
Yeah.
Tryna find my way out.
Tryna find my way out.
Life is such a precious thing.
So precious.
Hoping that she stay there.
You know what though?
Hey. And we find, and we find, and we find, we
Find a way.
the way. And we find, and we find, and we find, and we find the way.
Yes, we do. That's what we do. By any means, the full song coming soon. I'm waiting on it because I'm working on a project with somebody that's gonna help me introduce that in a way that y'all ain't never seen before. So stay tuned. What's good, Xbox? Look, every day is more news and information coming out, and I think as people start to dig deep into those 1.3 million files, the deeper you dig, the more you find. And we got some new news coming today from that. We also going to talk about the news that dropped today with Bobby Kotick, with Lulu. Got some kind words from her for her. And it's a lot of stuff going on. So we finna have a conversation. We finna talk. So as y'all come in, hit the like button. Make sure y'all subscribe. Yesterday, I said we was gonna have a show today around 5 o'clock, and it's that time. And guess what? We all on time.
I take it, goddamn it.
You know what?
I take it.
Mellow on time. Noah on time. All three.
Yo.
Pulled up quick.
On time today. So we had a great show yesterday. I think that show was it was less foolery like we usually have. We really had a discussion yesterday. And, so if you missed yesterday's show, please go to the channel and check it out. It was a great show. And we should have another one today. Phil came out and pretty much outlined the layout in terms of Activision going forward. Some more restructuring of the guard in terms of the executive portion of the company in terms of running Activision, Blizzard, as well as Bethesda. So some pieces is being shifted around. We're going to talk about that. We're going to read both Phil's response to the employees as well as Matt Booty. And then, we know Bobby Kotick going to be out of here sooner than we think. He's going to be gone this month on the 29th in the cup. And he's not the only one that's that's leaving. You have other executives on that board that's going to be leaving. They're going to leave at a later date. I know Lulu is going to be there through January after she helped them, the comm teams, make a transition. And then some of the executives that they're going to have on is going to be there through March 2024. And I think that gives them enough time to kind of transition everything from the publishing aspect, the comms aspect, the gaming development aspect. And then I think early next year, we'll know who's going to run Activision, whoever that person is. And more than likely, that person is going to report to Matt Booty, who is the head of gaming content and stuff at at Microsoft. But we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna lay it all out. Thanks for everybody showing up. I'm just doing these pop-up shows. Look, I do want to say this. This year has been like really, really up and down for me and sporadic. That's why these shows been sporadic. But I want to tell you now, next year, starting next year, we're gonna go crazy with the guests. We're gonna start bringing guests on the show. This year, I wanted to do it, especially towards the end of this year, but things that was going on in my personal life, it's just been sporadic and chaotic. But starting next year, I will have a more solid foundation, and a more solid time slot to where we can dedicate to it. You guys know we're going live. And that way, when I reach out to people and guests that I want to put on the show, I'm not wasting their time. They know for sure that we're going to go live that day at that particular time. So many people. And it's the who's who. Y'all going to probably be surprised who we be able to get on here. But I definitely got to reach out and get some people on this platform. And
we got to put our button ups on.
And converse with them because they've reached out to me and supported me on their platform. So starting next year, I know it's the holidays right now. I don't really want to bother nobody. And then we're going into New Year's. January 2nd, I start my new job position. And so I've been behind the scenes taking care of onboarding on that. And so next year will be more structured and in line in terms of time slot. And then once we get that going, we're going to start getting major guests on this show and having fun for 2024. But I want to see how this work schedule going to go, because I know it's going to probably be sporadic for the first couple of months. But we finna get started, man. Mello was good. Noah was good, man. What's going on with you guys?
Man, it was a slow day today. I was just over there with Ricky. Shout out to Ricky Brown and them also. They in there doing their thing. Support them also. Like Poe said, man, it was been a rough year. Everybody's going through. You got to understand it. But this podcast and stuff ain't easy. Everybody ain't never said it was gonna be easy. But we fighting through it because we support it and we like what we doing here. I know me personally, I enjoy talking shit. So hopefully 2024 we can be more consistent, like we said, and we're gonna bring some more content with the state of gaming.
Yes, sir. What you been playing today?
I literally just got in. Something happened. I don't know what happened, but I ate some jerk oxtail pizza and went to sleep. I was gone.
Wait, hold on.
They put me down, G. Wait. Hold on.
This man said jerk oxtail pizza.
It was a combo that I wasn't ready for. But when I got it, bruh.
My whole life has changed. Let me tell you something. Now the oxtails is especially the jerk. You gonna slap them things on a pizza like that, and you gonna try to say that and then slide up out of here like that? Bro, we need the highlights.
I wasn't ready. When I say I wasn't ready, I wasn't ready. I had to ask the lady, "Can I go home early?" Because nigga, it was a spot out in the city. Because for my job, we had to drive out there. I forgot the name of. That's what I'm actually mad about. So I was messaging the lady to see if I can get the phone number and stuff. But we just pulled up to the little spot. I was like, "Yeah, let me get." I seen oxtail piece, and I was just like, "I'm gonna try it." I want some dumb shit today. I said I was gonna try it.
Was that up north?
Yeah. You know what? Yep, it was up north. It was up north when the Gold. It was somewhere by the Gold State though. It was close by the Golden State.
That Auntie Joy's.
But I don't know. I wish I had a name
because
I would shot them people out right now if I had a name if you was in the city. But when they gave it to me, it was hot. And it was piping hot. I was like, yes, they got it right. Man, I got to eat, bro. Bruh. I was done. I was done for the day, bro. So I'm technically just getting up probably like an hour ago, bro.
Don't put that jerk oxtail piece out there like that.
Lay me down, brother. Man. But it was fire. It was fire, bro.
I know it was.
I wasn't expecting
No,
that.
it was.
I wasn't. Cause she looked at me like I was crazy. She like,
now I had some jerk pizza before. It's a little spot. It's a spot out in the hundreds, right there right off Halsted. And they do a great jerk pizza, jerk chicken pizza, and it was really good. Even my lady, she liked it.
Ooh,
I ain't done a jerk oxtail pizza yet.
It was get just enough spice to it, brother. That
already
bitch was hit.
Already know what the jerk oxtail.
I know I messed up saying it, but I was waiting because I'm like, man, when post hit is,
I know. I know. I'm gonna tell you something.
Ain't nobody messing with the city when it comes to the food, bro. I'm sorry.
Hey.
I gotta be honest. I don't know. You know what? I gotta be 100. About 75% Texas because of the.
Hey, Alakazam, you want to get You want to get blocked from this show, brother?
Nah, you bugging.
You want to get blocked from this show, brother?
Never overrated.
Oxtail ain't never overrated, bro.
Never.
You only reason. Hold on. Let me say. Where yet?
I haven't tasted a bad oxtail in a minute, brother.
The only reason you saying that is because whoever you got it from didn't know what they was doing.
That's facts.
Let me tell you something.
Facts.
Oxtail has to be cooked a certain way. If it's not, it could be tough. It could be stringy. It could be gummy and chewy. The only way you know how when somebody know what, man, that thing's so tender, it falls off the bone and it melts in your mouth. That's how you know. Everybody can't cook oxtails. Everybody can't cook.
And you know what from what I've learned about it, it's because of how they prep it. If you don't marinate it and give it the top of problem, every time trash. If you doing some quick fix stuff,
joints for like 3, 4, 5 hours.
Yeah. If you're trying to do some quick flip stuff, no.
You can't You can't do a quick flip on no oxtails.
Not at all.
It's gonna come out tough. It's gonna come out stringy. The meat gonna stick to the bone. It could be gummy. It's not gonna taste right.
Oh yeah,
bro, go. Hey, man, look. Let me get this super. Hey, man, we're not dealing with you today. We're not talking about some goat meat greater than oxtails. I had some goat. What was that?
Goat meat fire though.
Goat, deer, and rabbit. Yeah. Deer, I want 2.
I had rabbit.
I want 2 copacetic with deer.
And I had gator. Gator also.
It just didn't. Emmanuel A1 with the $10. Happy holidays, guys. Looking forward to the content next year. I hope to see New Legal, Jack Move Johnny, and of course, the Queen Sarah Bond on the pod. Let me tell you something. We're going to make some moves next year.
Oh, man, we get Sarah Bond. It's going to be
requests like that. Thank you for those requests. I will definitely look into those. Sarah Bond might be a stretch, but you never know.
Hey, man. Hail Mary.
Let me tell y'all something. New Legal is the homie. Me and New Legal go back to Bang Bang on Facebook. Y'all be surprised who I know and came up with, bro. Me and New Legal used to rumble with the ponies on in Z Facebook group called Bang Bang. I'm telling you, hey, y'all gonna find out, bro. Y'all gonna find out. Y'all gonna find out. But
shout out to Jack Boo. Jack Boo been killing it with the freestyles though. I love his rap battles, bro.
And you know what? You know what's crazy when you think about it, bro? Like a lot of the big YouTubers, like we all came originated from the same spot, bro. Like even some of the PlayStation guys, because a lot of those guys were Xbox YouTubers at one point.
Yeah, a lot of them. So let me shout them out, man. Noah, before I do that, man, Noah, what's going on with you, brother?
It's done, man. Out here Christmas shopping, trying to be as frugal as possible. Shopping.
Look, I already heard the tone in your voice, brother. You ain't gotta say. Trying to be patient. Yo, I've been there, bro. Let me tell you something. The only thing I'm happy about is that my girl been doing all her ordering online. she been doing all her ordering online, so all the packages been getting delivered. What'd you say, Noah? Noah said, shopping. Hey, Bello. Y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Can the chat hear me? Can the chat hear me? Can y'all hear me? Okay. I wonder why I don't hear. Okay, Noah muted. And
Yeah,
okay.
I was getting fussed at by my old lady.
I know. When you said, and when I said, "What you doing?" You was like, "Shopping." I knew it. I already know how that is, bro. They be wanting to go to every store, even bro. They be going in stores. You be like, okay, and then sometimes they go in and look around for about an hour and don't even come out. I just wanted to see what was in there. Maybe get some next time. That is not efficient. We only should go in the stores that we know.
Hey, bro, when we go into the store, we know what we want. We go in and get it.
Get
Now, I
it,
do have
bro.
a bad habit of grabbing extra stuff. Like, dang, I think I need this, and spending more money. But yeah, women start from aisle 1 and work all the way to aisle 99.
Man,
But you're
bro.
the woman when we go shopping. You're the woman.
Yeah,
Oh, wow. Oh, she's gonna put you out there like that, Noah.
yeah, she tried to. She tried.
Shout out to the queen, man.
Handle that tonight after the podcast. All right.
You feel me? Do your thing. Do your thing, player. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Let me get to these. Let me get to the chat. We're gonna get to the chat, start shouting people out, and then we're gonna get to the show, man. We got lots to talk about today. We got to talk about the new information that dropped with Insomniac as people continue to dig through those files. Possible layoffs at more layoffs coming at Insomniac. Budgets being cut. Possible another studio closure at Sony. All of this stuff is across the board. Then we definitely going to have a long conversation about the media, certain media outlets choosing not to even talk about this leak, right? And some of these media outlets had no problems with talking about the GTA 6 leak, which was a ransom leak. They was GTA files from GTA 6 files got leaked. Multiple hundreds of videos got put out, source code and all of that. They was ransomed too. Then you got Capcom was ransomed too, and you had personal and employee information and those leaks. Then you had the Suicide Squad recently, and these outlets had no problem with covering those leaks. But now when it comes to Sony and Insomniac, they want to have these moral standards and be like, you know what? I feel so bad for Insomniac. My heart just goes out to them. So I'm not going to say anything about those leaks over there. And it's coming from people where we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it. And that's going to dig into relationships, right? When some of these media outlets have relationships with these developers or even been put in some of these developers' games, they get treated differently than other developers. So we're gonna talk about that. That's why we have to watch who we get our information from, and that goes to show that there are biases in media, in the gaming media. They do take sides based on what type of relationships they have with these companies, and we're gonna get into it. But let me shout y'all out, and we're gonna go from there. Let me see here. Let me see here. HB was good. We got HB. We got Mac City Entertainment, one of the baddest bots in the land. We got Alakazam. What's up? We got the Trillis. Was good. Mojan Schmeek was good. King Middleton. What's up? We got YB Better. We got Iron Mike 404 Gaming. Was good. Mike, that's a new account. Then we got William Brown, was good. We got Emmanuel A1, always showing up and supporting. Derek Skinskis or Skinskis, or whatever. You know what? I'm just gonna call you Derek, brother. I ain't finna even butcher that last name like that. Then we got Jax82. What's up? We got the Long House. What's up? My brother Web Dave. Web Dave, one of the runs an incredible platform. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to his channel, man. He got the who's who of content creators over there on his channel. He has interviewed everyone, including myself. Eyes Under the Hoodie was good. We got Jelly Bo Bob. Then we got Bria was good, Bria. Then we got Christopher Fart. Hart, I mean, in the chat. Then we got Reggie Lee was good, and King Reaper 7-4G. Y'all
King was good.
No 7-4. You know what I'm saying? We ain't for the game bang on the channel. Faded Blaze, what's up? Faded Blaze, what's up? 9 Lives 210, what's up? We also got Ozzy in the building, always showing up and support. We got I'm just gonna call you Bang, man. Y'all pull up with these names, man. Can't nobody pronounce that. Look, man, come on now. Y'all gotta do better. We got Aaron. What's up? What's up, Aaron? We
good.
got Wilkins was good. We see some new people in the chat too, man.
Down bad.
Teddy Payne for me.
Teddy.
We got Teddy Payne, the master of the flip flop, the gymnast,
flip flop,
right? I don't choose a side until I choose a side.
Pink toe Teddy.
The side I choose ain't safe. I can switch over to the other side, Teddy. That's who that is right there. What's going on, y'all? The finals is amazing. Is it out yet?
The game, yeah.
Is out already? Kumbaya was good.
Yeah, that's what I've been playing. The finals.
Big Homie 215. Is it free to play or how much it costs?
Free to play, which was surprising. It came out around the Game Awards. Pretty good game.
Yeah.
Real Free was good. Real Allen Gaming was good. We got who else we got here? Let me see here. Let me see. We got ODG, the Toy Man. We got the Animal House AAA. Who else we got here? I don't want to do something. The Blue One was good. The Blue One. Oh, bars. You feel me? And then we got Sean Czar was good. Real Non-Stop Talent was good. We got R&B, aka the Underground Gamer. And who else we got? Let's see here. We got Maurice the X-Bot. He telling you off.
You know what it is.
You know what it is. In the dough, you could just read his name, who he repping. 6200 Block. Dre, what's good, brother? Good seeing you. DJ Berto's Dose. What's up, brother? We got Dennis PC Gaming. One Trick Pony. Enzo, what's good? And then we got Overrate 157. What's up? Oh yeah, let's get to it. We got through all the names. Thank y'all for showing up. Thank y'all for supporting. We got 107 people in here. Let's make sure we can get 107 likes. It helps with the algorithm and help push the content out to more people. Get the likes up. It don't cost nothing to hit that like button, man. All right, so whether you're in the chat or not, thank you for showing up to the platform. We appreciate it, and we're about to get to it, man. We're gonna go to this breaking news that just came out that I just tweeted about on Twitter. I'm gonna read this. I think it was a Kotaku article. I got this from a Reddit post, but I think the Reddit post led to a Kotaku article who found some more information from the Insomniac leak. So let me pull this up and let me go. Let me see here.
Oh, snap. He said these leaks just keep giving.
They keep. Let me see here. So let me do this. And let me make sure my DMs are not showing.
He said so.
Let me see here.
Change your password. Don't be using password 1 no more.
Okay, so let's do this here. All right, so let's go. So let me put this up on screen. Let me put this up on screen.
The Russians hack Insomniac.
Man, and it says, I got it here. It says breaking news. Let me pull back a little bit. Breaking news. Insomniac pressured by Sony to make budget cuts despite the success of Spider-Man 2.
Oh,
right? Layoffs will continue across the board. There will be one studio closure. And this is some excerpts from that article, okay? It says, these and other presentations provide a clear sense that Insomniac, despite its successes and the seeming resources of its parent company, is grappling with how to reverse the trend of ballooning blockbuster development costs. We have to make future AAA franchise games for $350 million or less.
My God,
one slide from a sustainable budgets presentation earlier this year. Yeah. In today's dollar, that's like making Spider-Man 2 for $215 million. That's $65 million less than our Spider-Man 2 budget. Another slide puts the problem more starkly. It's 3 times the investment in Spider-Man 2, evident to anyone who plays the game. A more recent presentation in November points to potentially more drastic cuts. Slimming down Ratchet and cutting new IP will not account for the reduction Sony is looking for. Let me read that again.
Oh, shit.
We finna talk today.
These niggas going vegan. They going
in the chat, grab your popcorn.
They gotta cut all the fat.
If you won't smoke with a pony, I'm about to give it to you. You feel me?
Damn.
Let me read that again. It said a more recent presentation in November of this year, which was November, December, which was last month. You feel me? November, December. It's weird, December, right?
Bruh.
November was last month. I want to reiterate
it ain't
that.
been a full 30 days.
November
God
was last
damn.
month. Let's talk about it, chat. Shout out to the Xbox. A more recent presentation in November points to potentially more drastic cuts. Slimming down Ratchet and cutting new IP would not account for the reduction Sony is looking for. So how much? They trying to cut a lot.
Bruh. They
You might be looking
an arm. Buddy said we need an arm or we need the whole thing.
Even if we slim down Ratchet, even if we cut investment in new IP, it still ain't enough.
We need more.
What did Jim Ryan told that community over? You guys are what?
Not enough.
Not enough.
Jesus.
Let's go.
Hey, Jim Ryan was telling the truth though. We call him Lion Ryan, but when it came to PlayStation finances, he was spitting facts.
Now you see why he was trying to rush them 12 games out in the next 2 to 3 years. Them 12 games as a service. They needed revenue and profit.
Niggas need PC sales. Shit might need to come to Xbox. Shit.
I think low key, Insomniac been finessing them, bro. It don't take that much to do a Spider-Man game. I don't care what nobody say. Everybody talking about the actors. No, it don't take damn near
hey,
$250,000.
Who going third party?
Hello,
who going third party?
Them niggas is gone, bro. Anything is on the table right now. That dude that's there, he don't care.
No, Jim Ryan, Jim Ryan say, look, we need to get 12 games as a service. One of these motherfuckers got to hit we need to start generating revenue and profit. And because he said it, our current model is not sustainable.
Yeah.
And you're reading it here, folks. And let this be known. This is from the leak. This is from that leak. That the 1.3 million documents people are still going through, and this is what they're finding. All this talk over the last 2, 3, 4 years about Game Pass, whether it's sustainable or being not being sustainable, Phil Spencer and them lying about Xbox making. Look what's going on over at PlayStation. And that's what make me mad that some of these outlets is choosing not to report on this, because regardless of if you don't have to report on people personal information being exposed, because there's so much news here.
This is gaming news.
This is news. It's unfortunate. You don't want to see anything like this happening,
that's a
but
very
this
weak
is news.
excuse too.
You know who I think getting shut down?
Sony.
We gonna talk about that.
What do I mean? Like, I'm talking about running studio.
Go ahead.
I'll hold my thought.
We gonna sit there.
I'm
gonna say, you move too fast.
You know how you read ahead.
I got you, brother.
Go ahead.
Slimming down Ratchet and cutting new IP will not account for the reductions Sony is looking for. There's some big ass reductions,
bruh.
We need the hashtag on Twitter, big ass reductions. Reads a PowerPoint note attributed to Insomniac head Ted Price to remove 50 to 75 people strategically. Our best option is to cut deeply into Wolverine and Spider-Man 3. Replacing lower performers with team members from Ratchet and new IP. Hold on, let me
hold on. Spider-Man.
Hold on, let me reiterate what I just said, because we clown Microsoft. Look what did Bungie just do? Bungie say, in order to make our numbers, we firing people. Y'all ain't getting no bonus compensations. Y'all ain't getting no vacations. All of the little perks and stuff, we taking them away. Y'all, and then what did
okay, now it's no more bathroom breaks.
No more bathroom breaks. Baby. You can only get 2 minutes.
You gotta have a pee bucket at your desk,
nigga.
You gotta have a pee bucket at your desk. You feel me? Let me tell you something.
Hey, we don't pay you to do all that coughing and sneezing. Get your ass back to work.
Get the click clacking on that damn keyboard.
You better not take no NyQuil. It better be Dayquil.
Sony
we ain't falling asleep. Let me tell you something. We don't wish this upon nobody, right?
Oh my God, put enough.
Let's put that out. We don't wish this upon nobody. He said to remove 50 or 75 people strategically. Our best option is to cut deeply into Wolverine and Spider-Man 3, right? So I say that they was already being affected by budget cuts. Now they're going to be affected by this leak, because on the cybersecurity side, they're going to have to spend money.
They got to invest.
Finding what was going on, bro, that shit costs a lot of money.
Yeah.
So those roadmaps that we saw, Noah and Mello, are they able to stick to those?
That's if Disney don't pull out.
Bro, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No. Do you think? Because I'm trying to get this hashtag right. So,
Sony
said Spider-Man 2 is not enough. Do that sound good? Okay, I'm finna post that out. All right, go ahead.
I'm ready to jump on this second paragraph. I kind of read ahead a little bit, but remove. Didn't they recently announce layoffs? What was it? Insomniac impacted in the layoffs that they recently just had post.
I think Insomniac was impacted. It was rumored that Insomniac had went through layoffs, but I think they did. I know Insomniac, Naughty Dog. What's the Dream Team? The studio that did Dreams, they had layoffs. Bungie had layoffs. So the chief financial officer, and that's what I've been. And that's what I've been asking. Like,
Yeah.
the PlayStation community on Twitter has been so focused on Blade and Xbox and what's going on with that. They so focused on concept. They don't know what type of person this CFO is and what he's gonna and what expectations from a financial standpoint he is asking. But we're seeing here now.
Yeah.
They're making massive cuts. Go ahead.
He sound like the Terry Myerson of Sony. That's what he sound like.
Hey, they're making drastic cuts.
They got to though. Cuts. They got to.
Yeah.
PlayStation is bleeding money. They make a ton of money, no doubt. That revenue is just it's showering, raining money through PlayStation, right? But when it comes to sales, they get it, right? But it's costing them too much to make the money they're making.
Yeah.
Stock, and then your shareholders aren't happy. You look across the pond and you see a company that isn't spending nearly as much and getting the same amount of revenue, if not more.
Yep.
You look at third-party platform holders with a bigger profit margin than you, and you're the biggest platform holder on the block.
And you making the highest revenue numbers, but them profits, them operating income profits ain't hidden or ain't been hidden since 2019. Go ahead.
You number one, but you're not getting all the bitches. Something is fundamentally wrong, bro.
Hey, hold on. Hold on. We got
bitches.
We got a muncher. We got a muncher in the chat. A muncher. We're gonna call these PlayStation dudes muncher. They want to come munch on. Let me see. What did he say? He said, "Post up, stop spreading lies." Now, every time, every time. We go into these leaks or somebody go into these leaks and find documentation. This comes from Terry Price. This comes from this information is from Insomniac themselves. And these PlayStation dudes are still in denial saying it's a lie. Well, these are direct documentations from Insomniac, from
What up, Play?
They are in denial.
Because we've been lying for the past 5 years. When we told them PlayStation games are coming to PC, we lied then too.
Yep.
We told them PlayStation would be focusing on games as a service and lessening the focus on big AAA titles. They called us a liar then.
They called us liars.
But we've been telling them, bro, like, and it's not like we're just making this shit up on the top of our head. Nigga, there's articles, there's financial reports. Yeah. Sony say it out their own when they do the PowerPoint. They give you a PowerPoint. Yeah, they tell you.
Look,
this is our focus going forward.
Brother Aaron, they don't want to believe it, brother. Shouts out Christopher Gibbs, say y'all are my favorite gaming podcast. Now, thank you, salute. Make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and support the channel, man. Let me tell you. Look, they called me a liar the other day, saying I falsified fake presentations to make Sony look bad. That's what they said. And they said Sony should sue me. But see, look. This is look.
Lord have mercy.
Let me get back to this. To remove 50 or 75
people
strategically, our best option is to cut deeply into the Wolverine team and Spider-Man 3 team, replacing lower performers with team members from the Ratchet and the new IP team. So you're shifting resources. You're letting people go, probably based on what you're saying. You're letting low performers go, right? That is crazy. The low performers to go. I don't know what you qualify as low performer, but you're saying you want to let go low performers, and then you're shifting resources away from your Wolverine team, your Spider-Man 3. No, you're cutting into those teams, and I'm guessing that's where.
Brother.
And so you're saying the lower performers in the Wolverine and Spider-Man 3 group, you're going to replace with members from the Ratchet and new IP group. And and let me do this.
And that's still not enough.
And I want to show y'all what they mean by that. What they're talking about. Give me a second here. Y'all go ahead. Let me look for something real quick.
This dork shit, he got his news from J-Dub Queen Thumbs. that it was fake. The same individual that said Starfield was gonna be on fucking PlayStation.
Oh, you talking about the same dude that said
The same man that said Bungie was gonna recoup all that money within 11 days. That's what you say. Yeah, it's fake, bro.
Hey, I post the article on it.
Oh my
Okay.
god!
So if you want to read into it, you know, be our guest.
The same man that said
Be
we
our
got a
guest.
problem with gravity. Yeah, that's where you get your that's where you get your gaming news.
The man
from.
that told you Sony and PlayStation are not the same company, and told you Sony make their money right back in 11 minutes.
We talking about splits like catalog, nigga. They are not the same.
You're talking about the same person who asked on Z Show, "Where's Halo Co-op?"
Where's Halo Co-op at? Yeah, that's where you get your news from. You got it, brother.
Man.
Keep keep supporting that shit.
Yeah.
Yep. Give me just a second.
Oh my god,
So
this is alarming though. Low key, I can't even. I'm laughing because it's funny, but this is pretty sad. Because last time I checked, Insomniac Games was one of their heavy hitters. I'm talking about heavy hitter. You haven't heard. When the last time you heard anything from Sucker Punch?
Shit, they might be about it, bro.
Like,
hey, they said they gonna close. My guess is either Ben Studio or Sucker Punch. One of them getting shut down.
I'm talking about this is the heavy hitter, and they are talking about budget cuts. Now, I honestly think Insomniac Game was fluffing their numbers. They was in there scamming Sony on this because them projects didn't cost that much. Me, personally, it just couldn't be, especially seeing how Alan Wake was only. He said only took like $50 million to make Alan Wake. I just synced in the comments, and then you seeing all them bugs and shit in Spider-Man too. Like, That wasn't
shit, they had a deadline. Man, that's a lot of pressure. I give it to Insomniac though. They got a lot of pressure making these Marvel games. They got pressure from Disney because they got a hard deadline to meet, which I didn't know until the leaks. And then they got Sony cutting funds. They can't even take bathroom. Like we said, they can't even take bathroom breaks anymore. Sony on their ass with that budget. So it's crazy, man. It is crazy.
Give me just a second here. I'm looking for.
What up, Stinger?
I'm looking for.
They gonna close down. Days Gone do. Yeah, I think Days Gone. I think it's either Days Gone or what won't be Sucker Punch may Ghost of Tsushima. So it got to be Days Gone, bro.
Okay, Ghost is okay.
It's got to be
that was
Days
the last
Gone.
game they did. Okay.
Yeah. Days Gone is like a support studio, and they've been like supporting other studios, and I know they came out and said they're working on a game, but I don't know, man.
Right, Chloe talking about factions. Where is factions?
Hey, yo, one thing we learned though, concept art means nothing.
Nothing. Do you hear me? That's a drop in the bucket.
Comparing concept art. Who concept art look better? Yeah, but which game gonna get released?
Man, hello. Which one gonna see the light of day?
Where's Factions 2?
Where's Factions? We waited. We waited. Where's Factions?
And you're still not here.
You're still not here. That man sound
They gave up on Factions. They working on season 2 of the TV show.
Bruh.
He's like, Factions, where are you?
Where are you?
Bro, it's crazy, man. Like, you remember the Xbox One reveal? TV. And you got PlayStation dropping TV show after TV show, and ponies are celebrating. Bruh. TV.
That's all you can do at this moment, man. Naughty Dog ain't giving you shit. I told you these is one trick ponies, and I meant every word of it. They showing it right now.
The hypocrisy. Yeah.
We had multiplayer, but we canceled it. Oh, they got nervous. Like, how the fuck you get nervous on multiplayer? A little co-op. We only asking for like online co-op. Niggas ain't asking for something crazy for you. Just dip your toe in the big pool, man.
They got hit with a they getting hit with a fine too. Sony getting hit with a fine. I can't remember what country.
They already got a fine.
No, that's a lawsuit. But they got another fine that they're They got another fine that they're dealing with that they got to pay.
Ain't it, man? At this point, bro, I'm just saying. I asked that question before. Microsoft survived the bullshit they was going through. Can Sony do it? Microsoft survived a rebranding. It was hard. It was not pretty at all.
Yeah,
It
15
definitely
million.
wasn't pretty.
Okay.
I don't think I don't think Sony can do it, bro.
Oh yeah,
The PlayStation
so yeah,
brand, I don't think it can survive, bro.
so they made the fine is like $15 million, and I saw somewhere like if you take all the profit they made off of all the PS4 titles, it comes out to about around the same cost of that fine they're gonna have to pay.
Somebody screen cap this real quick.
What?
Post up. If they close down the studio, I will take a pic of myself wearing stockings. Mark my words.
Who said that?
This Christopher Hart. So he's saying they not.
Hart.
Yeah, he's saying they not gonna close down the studio. Look, this is we're gonna finish this out. We're gonna finish this out. Let me what's the name here? Hey, Play, what's good?
Play, what's going on, bro?
Okay, so explain what the low performer terms mean.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah.
Explain what the low performer terms mean.
All right. So, having been somebody who's been in that position in a developer environment before,
okay,
pretty much what it means is they have a certain level of, let's just say, in a given sprint, and sprint is pretty much a length of time for you to get a certain amount of work done.
Okay.
What's popular now is like 2 weeks to 4 week sprints, depending on the job. No more of that waterfall stuff where you got 6 months to do something and somebody checks in. Pretty much an iterative process now, where they're checking in every 2 weeks. You got sprint planning meeting, etc. What you're gonna do for the next 2 weeks, blah blah blah. Pretty much what low performance is, they look at how many tasks of a certain difficulty that you can get done every 2 weeks. So obviously, if you're a senior developer or lead developer, there are certain tasks of a certain difficulty that you're going to be able to perform better than a junior developer.
Okay.
Like a junior developer is not going to come in there and do extremely difficult tasks and be able to knock 4 or 5 of them out in a single sprint. You might give a junior developer one of those difficult tasks in a sprint so that they learn and can improve quicker. But if it takes a senior developer 2 days to do it, that junior developer is probably going to take 5, if not 6 days. It might take them half a sprint to do the work, right?
Okay.
So low performance means if we need a certain amount of tasks done by every developer over a certain sprint, let's say it's them difficult type tasks, we need other developers to be able to do at least 3 a sprint. You can't do that. You probably gonna be on the project. That's what.
So you're on the chopping block. So you're considered a low performer.
You're considered a low performer. That's how that's looked at. Because I'll tell you right now, because I've been in that position before. When I first started doing developer work, I remember this was like 2014 when I was transitioning in and I got my first job. I remember one of the dudes' question asked me was, "What is your definition of completeness?" And I had no idea what he was talking about. But really, what I finally understood was when I look at a task, how am I able to rate it being complete before I submit a pull request for somebody to review it and they get past the QA? That's what he was talking about. And I had no idea kind of like how to rate that. So that took some time for me to learn, and I was a brand new developer.
Right.
Eventually,
you got
6 months there,
right?
They gave me an evaluation thing in order for me to stay, and I couldn't pass it. And that's why I ended up going to coding school after that, so I could level up faster. So they have a bench. If they're struggling with funding, they have a benchmark. You might be able to do the task, but you might not be able to do it in the time frame they want it. They don't want a junior developer doing this complicated task. They submit the pull request. It gets pushed back to them 3 to 4 times before it's complete. That takes time, and for them, that takes money. So they want things going through quickly, and they want them back on the next task and being able to produce at a certain rate. If you can't produce at that certain rate, they're gonna hit you with a layoff, give you a stipend, hopefully 3 months, however long you've been there, depending on that, and send you on your way and wish you good luck. That's what that is.
Wow. Okay, so thank you, and to the people in the chat, my brother Play is a iOS developer. So he's giving you, he's not only breaking down with some of this terminology, in his on in what we just read, but how they go about determining you being a low performer. In Play, you said at one point you had like 6 months to complete a task.
No, I didn't have 6 months to complete a task. I was able to last at that job at 6 months before
I'm
they
talking about in
decided.
terms of the sprint.
Oh no, a sprint normally lasts 2 weeks. Normally 2 weeks.
Okay.
And they base the work like you'll be at a sprint planning meeting. Pretty much goes like this: we got 10 tasks. Let's say we're doing game development. I don't do game development because I do iOS development, and I don't work on iOS games. I primarily just work on applications that interface with the web in some manner. But let's say you got a game. A task is like let's say one is let's take the Wolverine game for example. We need rage mode to activate when economic damage from ninja or economic damage from a boss, and we need those values to be depending on their level of strength, how much it dictates the rage mode. But then if he happens to, in one of the Wolverine movies, when the old boy tried to take his ability, remember the chick he ran into that put something in him that had disabled his healing ability or whatever, slowed it down dramatically. Let's say it's something like that in the game, right? And then you gotta factor that in. That reduces the amount of, it starts to drain his rage mode or whatever. Well, that's a very complicated thing, probably has many moving parts to do that. And let's say it takes 7 tasks to complete that. You're going to be asked, hey, on this task, how long do you think you can do it? How long do you think it'll take you to do it? That's what they're going to ask you. It's sprint planning. And you're going to score it, and their scoring system differs from one job to another. Sometimes a 1, 1 day. Sometimes a 2, 2 days. Sometimes a 1, 4 hours. Sometimes a 2, 8 hours. So it kind of depends on, how they score things.
Yeah.
But if I'm a junior developer and I look at it and I say, that's going to take me a 4, they're going to be like, can anybody else do this in quicker time?
Sooner.
You got the senior over here who's like, I can do that in 2 days. And
Gotcha.
if that's the consistent thing, and they're looking at money and time in terms of release and budget, it's very easy for them to know. It's not hard for them to figure out
because they got milestones. They got
milestones, and all this stuff is kept in something called Jira. If you don't believe me, go look it up. The program called Jira, Jira. And literally, all your tags for everybody to see are there. They can see what you put in progress. They can see what you completed, and that stuff all is kept in metrics and data for them to easily just click on your name, look at it, and see how long it takes for you to complete a task. Now, you can complete a task and forget to move it over, but when they look at the data, that's not going to factor that in. So they're going to be looking at something you are objectively updating. They can look at it over time and at a click of a button. It's not hard at all.
Wow.
Gotcha.
So it's very easy for them to determine over a certain amount of time who can do what work at what rate and at what quality. Because you could do a task, complete it quickly, and they can look and see 4 months later that task got to go be refactored because it wasn't coded. Yes, it worked, but it's causing performance issues. It's causing bugs over here now that we've introduced.
So you're generating problems.
Exactly, and they can see that. So if they're able, because they can see that, they can determine very quickly who they think they need to let go, who they think they should stay. They can determine quickly who's adding what's called technical debt. Any of you coders out there, you know what that is.
Technical debt
means
technical debt.
I gotta go back and redo or refactor work I've already done because it's causing problems right now.
Okay.
That's what that means. And
y'all getting this chat? Y'all don't get this nowhere else.
All right.
Hit the like button.
if they can go back and see how much technical debt your work caused, so very easy for them to determine. I just leave it there.
Okay. So thank you. And you know what? That makes a lot of sense because now when after Bungie let go, the people that they let go, I understand why they made some of the comments. When they said we let go the people that
we kept the ones that should be here.
We kept the ones that should be here, basically.
Yeah, and it's not fair, and it's not like junior developers probably weren't doing their job well, but it's looking at the budget.
Looking at the budget, the milestones, the time. Yeah,
exactly. And they'll get another job. It won't affect
right.
them. They'll get another job.
Wow, that was
it does suck because it's happened to me before. It sucks.
That was a great peek behind the curtain, bro. And then thank you for not putting your own personal experience in there too, to say, hey, I've been a low performer before, but it was around the time where you was getting into coding. So it's that learning, it's that I had to learn how to fall to appreciate standing type of shit. And what you did was, okay, I'm a low performer, but I'm about to go to school. I'm about to re-up on my coding knowledge, so I won't never be put in this position again.
Oh yeah. And sometimes it's out of your control.
Yeah. Yeah, but also the more you invest in the area, the less you'll be put in that position. And I think you're a true example of that. That look, I'm finna go get my shit together. I'm finna learn as much as I can on this code, so I won't never be put in that position again. Thank you for that play. That we really appreciate that. That was an amazing breakdown. Because if you're on the outside looking in and you're not a coder or a developer, you just assume. You would look at low performer and kind of create your own understanding of definition of what you assume it is. But what you just laid out, it is way more than we thought. That was incredible. Let me get game trailers. Game trailers with the $5. What's up, Post? Before you make a game, you need to write a game design document. That document go to higher up. Then you start budgeting, etc. Yes, sir. Thank you for that game trailer. Thank you for that.
Yep.
Let me read the end of this. What's the name? It says, business plans change, and Sony will not confirm if the discussed cuts are still on the table or already completed. But a notes file reference a November 9th. Remember, we in December, right? November was last month, right? November, December. So November 9th, PlayStation offsite meeting reiterates the 50 to 75 number of cuts. The note suggests the cuts are being asked of other PlayStation studios as well, including the line, there will be one studio closure. Sony did not respond when we asked to clarify.
Dang.
So this is not just being asked of Insomniac. This is being cuts of 50 to 75 cuts per studio across the board. And when I see this, you know who I think of, right? That motherfucking CFO. The financial guy who knows what the numbers is, because he know what needs to be cut. He know what number they need to get to before they can start, operating, moving forward in terms. And I think it's a huge number. And it's crazy because even today, right? Let me put this up on the screen. Can I put it up on the screen? Even today, it was announced that Sony sold 50 million consoles. But in the same, right? And look at this. The same day of the announcement.
You said it got the tumbling.
What is going on?
You say I ain't got shit else to sell.
What is going on? That is crazy, man. That is crazy. And you know what? This is in line with the rumor because when a Dreams developer came out and said they was laying off people, and I think that probably would be one of the studios that get closed. I do think. I know y'all named some other studios. I think it's the Dream Studio that's going to get closed. Because what have they done lately?
Yeah, I was about to say, have they done anything? And then you just said they did layoffs already. So
and let me get these super chat. Shout out to Game Trailer says, "What up, post before you?" Okay, no, I got that one already. Game Trailer say Media Molecule was shut down. Thank you, Game Trailer. I couldn't think of the studio. Media Molecule, and we on the same line. I think it's what have they done? Look how long it take for them to put out a game. They haven't done nothing since Dream. Dream servers got shut down. It don't even get support anymore, I don't think. I think that might be the one to go.
What revenue did it generate?
Hold on, what you saying? Your mic going in and
my bad. Can you hear me better now?
Yeah, go.
What revenue did it generate? Wasn't no deals. Wasn't no in-game purchases. It generated.
Okay, so I know he kind of choppy. So
man, I hate this mic, man.
He's saying, what revenue did Dreams generate? He get no DLC or anything like that. I don't think you did too well. I don't. You're just creating games.
Yeah.
You create bills of games, and you can share those games. You're sharing dreams, basically.
It was fantasizing about making a game in this motherfucker.
And it didn't go nowhere beyond that. And people got to say, "Look, I did this."
A whole lot of concept art. I dreamed this up in the concept art.
Just concept, and actually, if you look at it, Sony got access with all the stuff that y'all been making in Dreams. Y'all been making ideas for them,
man.
If you think about it,
fantasizing,
what I'm saying? Think about it. But yeah, man. So what y'all think? Man, look, 50 to 75 number of cuts. That knows cuts are being asked of other PlayStation studios as well. We know Naughty Dog, Media Molecule. We know it's rumored to be Insomniac, but we know that's official now. They had to cut some people. What other studios that you got the Days Gone studio?
Yeah, Days Gone. They had a sequel. They don't even put that out. That's crazy. Xbox.
You got Gorilla. Wow. Like this is, and see, this is what I'm talking about, right? When I say this is the news you won't hear from these hardcore PlayStation dudes, right? Because all they care about is
who's selling units,
and how many units they're selling. Well, we only care about the games. We only care about the bangers. Well, this gonna affect your bangers, right?
No goddamn bangers.
It's gonna affect your games, or at least affect when those games come out, or whether they come out sooner or later. They're trying to get their AAA first party games under a certain budget, right? You already seen the slab where they talking about Spider-Man 3 costing $400 million, right? Then in this very same, what I have on the screen right here, what he saying? We have to make future AAA franchise games for $350 million or less. That's still high though.
Man.
Yeah.
And this is why Game Pass is so important.
Bruh.
This is why Game Pass is so important, right? And this is why it helps Microsoft subsidize the cost of not only the hardware, but it helps subsidize the cost of the software as well, where studios can take more
risk on games. Yep. And be more adventurous. Yep. Give you more diverse games. They don't have to just stick to a template, single player template.
This they've been let go. Razor say they've been they've been let go. Well, we're finding this out. This is all coming from that 1.7 that all that leak them leaked documents, the 1.3 million document.
Well,
that's a lot of documents.
It's more of a confirmation than anything.
I I would say this though. If let's say this is already happening, right? Let's say all of this is past tense. Well, I think Spider-Man 2 is a reflection of that. Look how buggy that game came out to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like where was the quality test?
The motherfuckers was laid off. They was the first to go.
And I think Play was about to say something to that too, in terms of the rushing it out or something like that. Or
It definitely was rushed because their previous didn't have bugs. Not to that extent. It had them, but it wasn't like Twitter was full of buzz on Ratchet and Clank Spider-Man. Looking at that, what was that slide that had the summary of the license agreement?
yeah.
I think that's kind of what's enforced. Like you don't have the same amount of time now to make games that cost $300 million. You don't have 5-6 years to do that under their current business model. The reason you don't is the technology costs are going up. You know, you're not just it's no longer, you're just developing over, okay, everybody's in house and you got all the dev kits there and you're just working on the dev kits, and when you push a build, it's transferring from your laptop to the dev kit, and however long that takes, you go get yourself a soda for 15-20 minutes or whatever it is. That's not the case anymore, especially because of COVID. You know, Stadia, as convoluted as the dev environment was, they were way out ahead in terms of iteration because you could just do it it was remote. It was completely remote.
Yeah.
So you could dev anywhere and push out builds via the cloud and just send a link to somebody and they could play it. But Microsoft and Sony, their game development environment was not where Stadia was in terms of cloud compatibility.
Yep. And Phil said,
go ahead.
Phil said that.
Yeah.
He said they learned from COVID. COVID made them realize their development environment and how it wasn't really up to working standards in terms of dealing with putting in that position, that situation where you're remote and things like that. And that's why only certain people got access to certain dev kits.
Yeah.
Everybody didn't get access to certain. Everybody didn't get a dev kit. Yeah, go ahead.
Now think about the fact that I'm pretty sure Sony has moved in that direction. Probably most of the industry that could afford it, Sony can afford it, has moved in that direction. But what comes with that is increased technology costs. Because that's bandwidth you are using, and you are therefore being charged by your cloud provider, which Sony don't own one. So that's a problem for them. So you can't sit here and take 5 years to build a $300 million game that increased data bandwidth cost every time you got to push a build to however many machines remotely and think that's sustainable without making cuts.
On top of increasing high developer costs.
Exactly. It's not happening.
Because you just recently said, right, in the other slide we talked about yesterday, that your model is outdated and you're behind the competition. That's not only in the model in terms of the buy to play model or the subscription model. That's in terms of technology as well that we was talking about. So you have to make strides and invest in there to get that we'll call it the one ecosystem where you're able to build one game across all the platforms, PC, PlayStation, cloud simultaneously. That's one of the conversations I recognized when Phil was saying that the COVID thing taught them a lot of things about their infrastructure. And he said he wanted to get it up to speed to where they'll never be in that position again. So the things you're talking about, like, and then you see them make them strides in terms of Azure when they pulled up. They announced this, what, I think last year or the year before, where they said any developer can get an Azure account and start developing in the cloud. You don't need no hardware, no computer or anything. Well, no hard. You don't need you do need hardware, but you just need a
computer. Like
you don't need a souped up computer because once you get access to Azure, you can bring up these the what's the names. They have quickly saw the errors that they raised. So now what Stadia was able to do, Microsoft is already in that position to do it.
Yeah. And think about this is what 1.7 terabytes of data. Yo, when you push, I'm guessing they're probably using GitHub because everybody probably has GitHub for source control, which is nothing other than you pushing your source code to a repository, and then you have different commits that allow you to go back and revisit certain versions. It's very organized.
We're gonna have to get Play a new mic.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna have to get this
just
brother
bought a new headphone,
well,
bro.
because he be cooking, and I'm like,
He
man,
be
I'm
cooking, but he be
Hold on,
bits
let
and
me
pieces.
fix it. I'm gonna go
getting
fix
small
it.
and small. Go fix that. You can't be doing that much cooking. Again, people can barely hear you, man. Come on now. Come on now.
Because he just educated the hell on me on that Sprint stuff. I'm like, oh, so that's what Buddy was talking about when I was
because you in
speaking with him
class,
with the
right?
freelancer. So when he was
All right,
talking
what
about
about now?
sprints, that's what he was meaning. But go ahead, go ahead.
Better? Is this
Go
better?
ahead.
Yeah.
Okay. So in GitHub, it's not just code you're pushing up. It's like how do you think people are building Wolverine right now on their PC? It's not just a bunch of line and code. No, the assets are there. The images, the video, the animation, all of that stuff gets pushed up as well. Because that's all part of building something from source.
Okay.
So because of that, like that's increased data cost. Like you pushing up a build, it's got, I don't know, 15, 20 gigabytes worth of just graphical assets.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, that's I can't imagine with them pushing up like when they're pushing code. Because I tell you right now, when I push code up, if it's 1.7 gig, it's all code primarily. All code and a few and libraries, maybe some third party libraries involved in it, and that's where a lot of the bulk is coming from, depending on if they're being used. But that's where it's coming from. And you can't have this. Now, here's the thing. Their developer approach is probably agile, meaning you got 2-week sprints, you don't have 6 months, and then we check to see on progress. They're probably checking on progress every 2 weeks.
Okay.
But the way they release games is like a waterfall type approach because it's all or nothing. We release this game in 5 years, hope it don't flop. Because we spent $300 million over 5 years and we ain't got a single return yet until the game come out. Versus with Game Pass, you guys go ahead and take 5 years because we got regular revenue coming in.
Monthly. Residual.
Right? Monthly. All right. You guys go ahead and do that. Go take as much time as you like.
And so that's why Phil can be more lenient in terms of allowing the first party devs to do what they want and make what they want and not really rush them. Because even while Microsoft is spending money to them developers for them to create whatever they're creating, Game Pass is steady. So as they sending money out, money coming right back through the door. And we ain't even to talk about Azure and Windows and all the other services that's really eating right now. And so, and I think, and this is where Sony said that right, because if you look at what Sony said too in terms of let me bring this up too. This is an incredible conversation. Where is it? Was it? Hold on. And this is somebody mute their mic. This is gonna lend well to let's see here. Where is it? Where is it? Exclusion. Oh, here we go. Right here. There it goes. Did they delete the chart? I think they deleted the chart. Hold on. Yes, they did.
All right.
Oh, no. Hold on.
Just check.
Here we go. And see this, and Jim Ryan wasn't lying when he said that Sony doesn't have the capacity to do what Microsoft do with Game Pass, right? They don't have the financial foundation to do that. For example, Horizon Forbidden West, right? Look at this. A methodology for evaluation impact on sales. It is very clear that inclusion into PlayStation Plus has had a big effect on traditional sales. You know, Sony has been successful with the traditional model, which Microsoft said, okay, we tried that, but y'all whooped our ass. You and Nintendo. So we're not gonna fight y'all on y'all, you know what I'm saying? It says it is very clear that inclusion into PlayStation Plus has had a big effect on traditional sales. The below graph shows the daily game activations for Horizon Zero Dawn and Horizon Forbidden West. In year one, Horizon Zero Dawn and Horizon Forbidden West were very comparable, right?
Okay.
Horizon Forbidden West was included into PlayStation Plus at the start of year two. Horizon Forbidden West saw an enormous influx of PlayStation Plus players, but at the cost of flatlining the game activations from retail sales. Huh?
Yep.
All right. Here we go. So go here. We go here, right? Now it says Model 2, impact based on year one versus year two retail revenue, projecting 30% year over year revenue for Horizon Forbidden West would have been 124 million in year two, right? We are currently projecting 35 million. You know why? That is only 9% of the year over year revenue from Horizon Forbidden West. This represents a loss of 85 million to Horizon Forbidden West retail revenue. So they're saying that if they would have kept Horizon Forbidden West off PlayStation Plus, right, and then kept it in retail, right, then they was looking at a 30% projection, which would have came out to 124 million, and I think in revenue, in year two. By them putting it in PlayStation Plus in year two, they only got 35 million, meaning they lost. You know what I'm saying? So it was impacted. Look at right here. Horizon Forbidden West, PS4, PS5, February 22. 416,487,992. And I think this is the second year, 124,946,397. Instead of getting that, they put it in PlayStation Plus and only got 35 million. So this is what Sony was saying, like, yeah, we can't take losses like that. We can't sustain losses like that because once again, from what we showed y'all yesterday when they said that subscription costs or monthly revenue from the 40 million subs they have won't be enough. It's not enough.
Yep.
It's not enough. So when Jim Ryan said, looks that them putting their games on PlayStation is unsustainable for them, it is. But they also have another issue. Their first party model is unsustainable as well.
Bruh.
Right?
Yep.
And let me bring this up. The one, hold on. Let me see. The one, let me go here. The one. Let me open this up. Let me open this up. And we're gonna go here.
Make sure y'all hit that like button.
We're gonna go here, right?
Yeah, Liza P developer just came out and said Game Pass has helped them out tremendously with their game.
Yeah, and then we're gonna go here. Let me go here. Let me go to.
So yeah, you're right, Freddie.
Let me do this here. Share screen, share window. Bam. All right. Can I share? Would it allow me to share it? Okay, there we go. All right. All All right, so let's see who. Where'd I go? Okay. Let's
Oh,
see.
my bad.
See. All right, so in this slide, right? Yesterday, when they was talking about three pillars, Microsoft 3 pillars, right? The console, the subscription, and stuff like that. Look what they said, right? The impact, massive threat to PlayStation Plus, upwards of 1.5 billion of annual revenue threat, right? And then you got Sony scrambling here, right? Trying to figure out how are they going to fill the gap of the 1 billion to 1.5 billion annual revenue that they assume that they're going to lose next year, starting probably by 2027, as Microsoft start adding Call of Duty and all the Activision games to Game Pass and really start ramping up marketing. And so the more people find out, they saying, look, what they say? Right here, shift from PlayStation to Xbox with timing and in-game differential as the weapon. So over time, they're going to be impacted by game, and they're trying to find ways to create a safety net. They're trying to figure out where they're going to get the other 1 to 1.5 billion from. So Sony is in a tough position right now, and
we're in a pickle, guys.
They are in a tough position, right? They've been overspending. They've been spending too much on first party games, right? The budgets are increasing. They also, like Clayton stated earlier, that they also have to invest in back end technology, new infrastructure, and stuff like that for development environment to get their stuff up to snuff to where Microsoft is, and to kind of help them transition to where industry is already transitioned. They late. They're behind the ball, and they're gonna have to pay a lot of money to get caught up to snuff. On top of that, you just had you had 3 hacks this year.
Man,
That cost you more than $1 million. I'm talking about millions. Each data breach, right? So they're in a tough pickle. And now the CFO is saying, look, we have to cut. We ain't just talking about cutting down Ratchet. We ain't just talking about cutting IPs or new IPs. That ain't enough. So I guess the number the CFO is trying to get the company to remain profitable, at least in the black, is fucking huge.
You're gonna cut a whole leg off in this motherfucker.
It's fucking huge.
He said we got to take the whole leg, not half the leg, the whole leg.
Whole.
It is ugly over there.
And when you're saying that, they're saying, cutting down a certain cutting new IP, meaning cutting investment in new IP won't help. What's gonna help then? And now you see why Insomniac is in a position they're in terms of
making Marvel games
and putting 5 games out in the next 7 years.
Yeah.
Well, but they don't got time. They don't got time to wait. Play just told you. They don't have time to wait.
So
what y'all think about this?
I got a lot I think about it, but I know to say my panel. So y'all guys can go ahead if you want before I go.
No, you cook, but I think this is another reason why Naughty Dog is moving around like they moving around. Because if this has happened to Insomniac Games, just imagine what's happening with Naughty Dog. And the game as a service live service that they did have, y'all just canned that whole entire thing. So the frustration is real. But go ahead, play.
So I thought about something because one of y'all brought up Gaikai and what was it on live, right, Noah, that they bought last generation, right? For them to get their cloud services going. And I thought about it because the reason I thought about it was they were bad purchases. The reason they were bad purchases, because those purchases put Sony in the position they're in now with cloud gaming. Sony has spent all of its existence, as far as I know, not investing in their own cloud infrastructure.
Mhm.
They have been using third party the
Amazon.
entire time.
Yeah.
Amazon, Google Cloud, Microsoft. Those are pretty much the only three primarily. There are probably
Yeah, for the
others,
most
but
part,
those are the three main ones. And there's no surprise those are three of the richest companies that exist because of that decision.
Mhm.
So you don't have your own infrastructure. And so now you got to cut a deal with one of these three companies. That you're spending more money than Microsoft is spending using their own infrastructure. I promise you that. Right?
Absolutely.
The only thing they're really paying is power
Right.
when they're using it. You know, they're not incurring data costs on their own.
Mhm.
Well,
And
they're
if they
paying
are,
for bandwidth. They might be paying for
oh yeah, they
bandwidth.
probably
Yeah.
paying somebody for bandwidth. I agree with that. Whoever
But
their internet
what
service
compared to
provider
what they
is.
will be paying
Oh,
is
exactly.
absolutely nothing.
Exactly.
It's
It's
nothing.
practically
I
nothing.
take that little
They got them
comment
big.
bill.
They got them big
I
old
take,
Caesar.
I take the comment bill when the product is giving me billions and trillions of dollars. Absolutely.
So you have that issue. You now have to work with somebody. You know, it's like a
Mhm.
layer, you know. Like it's like if I run a game on an emulator, despite what the ridiculousness Microsoft worked with their backwards compatibility emulator, like that's not common. It's not common for you increasing the performance of games like that in whatever trickery way they were doing it. But most of the time, you run a game on an like, for example, as you know, Steam is on Linux now, right?
Mhm.
There was a time Steam did not run natively on Linux. And if you were on Linux and you run Steam games, you had to download a Windows layer in order for Steam to run on top of that Windows layer and for you to run the game.
Mhm.
And the performance was horrific.
Yeah.
Now, that's not necessarily going to be the case for what Sony is doing, but I use that analogy because you
They're
just
developing
don't
a
have
link.
your own. Yeah, you're developing on somebody else's platform. It's not
Right.
your own.
They developing a Linux environment.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's not your own, and because you don't have the same level of expertise, you know, you're
Mhm.
having to rely, and that costs money because you got to pay someone
Anything
from that
related to
company.
updates, you
Yep.
relying on
So
someone
so
else.
the
Yeah.
so the cost is just is compared to Microsoft, it's just way more. It's just way more for them. You couple that with the fact that you don't have the infrastructure for just you running the games in the cloud. You don't have your own infrastructure now that you got to develop games in the cloud. So for both cases, you're having to use third party. All right. And then on top of that, your primary business model is not one of recurring revenue. Like,
Facts.
bro, it's just like it's bad. And Microsoft, I think when Microsoft started out, they probably looked at Game Pass in the same way that Sony looked at it. But what Microsoft realized is, well, listen, we got the money to get content coming in regularly.
Right.
Sony ain't got that. There ain't been one big game ever that's been day and date on that platform. Not a decent AA or AAA game has been day and date on that platform. Microsoft understand, listen, and I wonder how long they was cooking on that Activision thing, and I wouldn't be surprised it wasn't soon after they started going down the Game Pass route and we officially found out that they were just waiting. When Call of Duty enters Game Pass, and people are gonna pay $15.99, $14.90, whatever it is right now. I don't even know what it is.
The Family Pass is still in the play too.
Right.
Bill said that the Family Pass.
They need to hurry up.
You think
I
the
need
Call of Duty
this.
numbers are bananas right now? Can you imagine? It costs $60 to get, $70 right now to get Call of Duty. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, about 6 months worth of Game Pass. Right, 5 or 6 months worth of Game Pass right there. People are going to pay monthly for a year just to play Call of Duty from November to November.
Facts.
That means Microsoft got the potential to make $150. If my math right, or more, just from people who want to play Call of Duty,
Yeah,
not
and that's
just
not
on
even.
Xbox, but on
Mhm.
PC.
And that's not including the skins, the battle pass.
None of that. It includes none of that.
Ugly.
That's what they're looking at. That's what Microsoft know. We gotta buy Activision because the $70 billion gonna be worth it because we're gonna be able to get that in Game Pass. We ain't included yet things like WoW. I don't even know what they're gonna do with WoW. I'm sure they're gonna figure it out how to involve. They're gonna have some
Oh
Game
no, they
Pass
got a
gear for
console
it.
version coming.
So
They announced it already.
that
In the
so that
event.
Activision purchase, that's why you see the fear from Sony
Yeah.
right now. And
Yeah.
Jim Ryan saying one thing in emails, one thing to regulators, saying it'll put us out of business and telling people in email we're gonna be fine. He might be right. Maybe he wasn't lying to regulators because when you start digging into these numbers, you look at that slide and and you know they're gonna have something like the little $30 get the game early little thing or whatever. I don't believe Phil for 1 second when he said there's not gonna be any type of advantage they're gonna give the Game Pass users. It might not be skins. It might not be you only on Xbox you get this little camouflage of this gun. But I believe you're gonna see like they did with Starfield. Oh yeah, go buy the premium edition, get it 5 days early. That's coming. That's definitely coming. All right. And you see how much money that Dre made for Starfield. Like, bro, it's gonna be pretty crazy when the games start hitting Game Pass.
Bro.
I ain't see no lie, so I can't even rebuttal off of that, brother. What you saying is, just, hey, the facts are the facts. We seeing it. It's proven. I don't know what else to tell y'all. Jim Ryan done took his stocks out of Sony. Like, it's ugly out here, bro. If you want to see a sinking ship, you seeing it live in 4K right now. So, yeah.
Somebody gonna have to come to the rescue, bro.
We tried to tell him. I asked because we seen what happened with Phil Spencer and Microsoft when they made this transition between the Xbox One X and where we at now, compared to we don't have no games. They had to bring out Game Pass, the DRM issues, etc., etc. Do you think Sony are able to weather this storm like Microsoft did? Do they have a chance?
I don't think so. I think at some point somebody's gonna buy them.
The chicken's gonna come home to roost.
Only reason I'm saying that is they like what I know they just bought Crunchyroll, but Crunchyroll, like things like that, those auxiliary things, those are not core business models. They don't have a core revenue sustaining business model that's software related at Sony.
Yeah.
Everything is hardware.
Right.
From the DVD, from the Blu-ray technology,
the portal.
To whatever, it's all hardware.
Right.
Microsoft, only company that's been able to do that and be one of the richest companies has been Apple.
Yeah.
Apple's the only one because their margins are so ridiculous on their phones and they just somehow keep selling them, keep gouging us every year. But
they're about to take a hit though. Given
I got a question on that too. Post
the Apple Watch 9 and Apple Watch Ultra 2 being took off shelves in United States.
Okay.
Digitally
why?
Because of a patent. That's a patent issue.
Okay. They'll get over that. They'll get over that.
Apple infringed on one of their patents.
Yeah. They'll get over that. They'll get over that. Like that's like
gonna be a collectible.
You might want to wait because people gonna be selling them for way more than what they worth because they gon'
because of the news.
Yeah, because they're gonna be scarce once they off the shelves. They off the shelves. Let me tell you something. Them eBay and Amazon numbers from them third party sellers are gonna be crazy. So
that's what I'm trying to get one.
You better get one soon.
So did they remove them off the shelves? Period. Like if I go to like I don't know
they in stores and
Walmart
digital.
and Best Buy,
stores and digital stores. They removing them. They can't sell them no more until they resolve their case.
Yeah, that for them. That's gonna be like that's like a speed ticket.
Yeah,
Apple
but it's
gonna get
too
over
late
that.
for me though. The news already out, and people are already probably bumping the prices up.
Mhm.
Yeah, never mind.
Yeah, that's like
Oh,
a
you
cheap.
been looking?
No, I saw the news, but I didn't know if it was real or not. But it was like it was like a little terrible thread. So I'm like, I don't think this is real. Let me wait and see. And then we started podding. So
Yeah, Apple
pretty
gonna be
much.
fine with that though.
But
That's
Apple
just a
gonna
little.
find.
Yeah, exactly.
Either they gonna win in court or they go break bread and say, "Look, you get a
Exactly. Yep.
percentage, and then go
Yep.
about
And
your
that's gonna
business."
be it. All right. Then the next
Just
one
like,
gonna come out, and then margin's gonna return.
yep, and just like Microsoft did with the what's the name? What was that? Imitation? What was that company that created the haptic feedback in the Rumble?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Imitation. Yeah, I know you're talking about.
Yeah, Sony was the only company out of Microsoft and Nintendo that went against the grain. Microsoft said, "Look, we're gonna work these numbers. You get a percentage. You have to pay them. We're gonna keep this thing
keep that
moving.
Rumble moving.
Got
the
you know,
moving and shaking in this motherfucker.
Get y'all bread. You get a percentage on each controller. So due to
It
the
is
Rumble
what it
technology,
is.
Nintendo did the same. Sony was the only one out there.
Or did Sony get sued for it for patent infringement?
Yeah,
I
they
didn't know
all
that.
did. They all did. Nintendo,
Remember
Microsoft, and
Sony had the
Wow, I didn't
Sony
know all of
took the
that.
Rumble out. Hey,
Yeah,
Rose,
Sony took the Rumble out instead of
Sony
paying
took
them
the
their
Rumble out
money.
of the controller.
They took the Rumble. Yeah, thank you,
Remember,
Noah.
We ain't
when
paying
the
Thank you,
PS3
shit.
Noah.
came out, it didn't have Rumble. They had a
Yeah.
6X.
That's why the
Okay.
PS3 didn't have Rumble because
And then
Sony was like, "We ain't paying you."
it added on later.
We
And then
don't
they
we
finally
don't
added it
negotiate
on.
with terrorists.
They finally added it on later, but Nintendo and Microsoft like, yeah, here go your percentage,
no.
man.
Yeah.
You know,
And that tells you
yeah.
right there, especially during the PS3 era when they wasn't
Yeah.
they don't have like their business model being around hardware is just behind. It's not outdated, but it's behind. They're not AMD, Intel, and Nvidia. They're not building hardware that's essential to the technology that's being used every single day. They build technologies that has niche use cases.
Yeah.
Blu-ray DVDs, niche use case.
TV
Monitors, niche use
monitors.
case. You know, laptops. Well,
Yeah.
their laptop line they don't even do anything with anymore.
They don't do
Headphones,
anything with me.
niche use case.
No
They not out.
phones, no tablets, and they got out
headphones
of
still
everything.
fire though. I
Yep,
can't say
they
that.
they
Headphones
fire,
still
they
fire.
fire, but they ain't selling like Nvidia and AMD GPUs.
Yeah,
That's
true.
got to
Yeah,
go in
they price
cloud
crazy.
infrastructure.
Yeah,
And
their
so
prices.
they have nothing like that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
when you don't have anything like that, everything for them is kind of like auxiliary, like
Yeah.
not needed. You don't have any type of foundational infrastructure to the internet that's just going to continue to make money as long as the internet exists in its current form.
Right.
You know what?
Right.
I
Right.
never
Yeah,
thought about
play.
it like
Yeah,
that.
Yeah,
that's
play.
that's
Yo, because if you look at Windows is needed.
yeah,
Office
yeah.
is needed.
Yep.
Azure is needed.
yeah.
Right?
It's all foundational.
It's all foundational, right? And I don't need a PlayStation 5.
Nope. Ain't a single business that need one either.
It's
all
a luxury
consumer.
to have one, but
Yeah.
I don't necessarily need it.
Yeah.
Right?
Think about that.
And you make the sensors for the camera. I don't even need a camera.
I don't need a camera.
I got them shits on my phone.
Which I don't need.
Yeah.
I can get a cheaper phone.
I can get a cheaper. Yeah, but I'm just in terms of necessities, they got shit that's not a need but a want.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Their TV line has failed to Samsung.
Abysmal.
Their whole TV line has just bent the knee to Samsung.
Yeah.
They no longer make phones. They no longer make tablets. They no longer make laptops. The Blu-ray is going the way of the dodo bird because everybody's going digital.
Right.
Music.
Shit.
Like think about it. They've made the same mistake from Sure. They have made the same mistake from one industry to the next. They got into mobile phones. I don't even know if they were making their own chips with the mobile phones. I think they were still using either Qualcomm or Samsung. Samsung got in. We're gonna make chips. We gonna make central processing units for the phone. They made themselves essential by default.
Essential. Yeah.
Right. Qualcomm, same thing. essential. Reason why Google bought Motorola because they was tired of dealing with them patent stuff regarding Android. We said, you know what? Ain't none of y'all gonna be able to touch us. So we're gonna buy Motorola Mobility. We're gonna give away the cable stuff, which we don't care about. But all them patents that's in every single phone device that exists, we on that. Y'all can't come sue us now because y'all gotta cut checks with us with licenses for this technology. So who want to do battle?
That
was what that person
crazy.
was about. Yes, that's
that
what
was
that person
crazy.
was about. That's why Google made that move to protect Android and say y'all gonna come deal with us if y'all want to cause us any problem from now on.
Yeah, and also similar to Microsoft when they brought what's the phone phone?
Nokia.
Oh,
my mic was muted. I'm saying it's the same as Microsoft and Nokia.
And I say that because
cameras
Nokia got crazy phone patents.
Yeah.
And
the lens, all type of shit.
Honestly, Microsoft didn't need to make another phone because the bread they getting off them patents from Android and iPhones and any other phones.
Yep. That's the thing.
But you full circle though. Microsoft is about to do the Nokia phone, and it has no bezels. Brother,
wait, huh?
Microsoft is doing the Nokia phone, and they have removed the complete bezel. It's just all screen up front. No island, nothing. I send you a picture of it. I send you a picture of it. Don't worry about it.
Is this breaking news?
It's slight breaking. But
you know what? You know what?
It's Nokia though.
But look, wait, hold on now. Don't Nokia.
I don't think they own Nokia no more though. Do they?
No, they still do. They ain't
I
switched
thought
up
they took the
nothing on
patents
that.
and sold them.
It's closed.
No. They just own the joint, and they just licensed out the patents and for the lenses and stuff for NASA and Pentagon and shit like that.
And that's like, what does Sony own as infrastructure? It's nothing they own. So their revenue.
Sony Ericsson.
What does Sony Ericsson do?
Shit, we don't know. No, me personally.
They do. I mean, while we're on discussion of phones,
okay, they're a telecommunications company. Okay.
Sony Ericsson they do like cell towers and cell chips and stuff like that.
Okay, so that's the one infrastructure they got. Okay.
Yeah, that's one. They got one.
That's a big one. Cell towers. Okay.
Yeah, that's good. All right.
Yeah.
I mean,
but
like,
obviously
Nokia do too though, but.
Which I need to hear no there.
Yeah, so that's their problem. Going forward, they don't have infrastructure. They're relying on for what they're trying to do. Well, obviously Ericsson wasn't making them that much money since they was getting ready to go bankrupt in that PS3 era. And PlayStation pretty much, PlayStation 4 was just such a success for them. But that's their problem. They just got no infrastructure. You ain't got no infrastructure. You're having to rely on other people. You don't have the same revenue coming in as they do.
Facts.
So I think, back to your original question, Mello, I don't think they're gonna survive it without being bought by somebody.
Okay, second question while we at it. If they do get bought out, by any chance they don't survive it, who you think gonna buy them?
Google, Amazon, or Apple.
Okay, so the three-headed monster.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Probably Google or Amazon only. I mean, Apple might offer more money, but Apple can weather the storm that Sony's in right now. But when you're dealing with Google or Amazon, they're in the same position as Microsoft in terms of infrastructure.
Apple got over 160 some billion in cash on hand right now. Yeah. Damn. 160 some billion in cash on hand.
That's another place Sony is struggling too, bro. They're in debt. They're not in a good debt.
Jesus.
And their cash on hand is limited.
But I do think this though. Go ahead, Noel. Go ahead and finish your point.
No, I'm saying I think that's the biggest thing for Sony is they're almost in a position where they could get bought out.
Yeah.
Like their value is steady dropping.
I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. It sounds like Buddy is dressing their ass up to go ahead and get that outfit on to get sold. I'm gonna keep it a G.
Who, the CFO?
Yeah, that's what it sounds like, bro. I clean up house, get it sustainable enough that it seems like it's a profit, and brother, let this bitch fly. We don't need it. It's ugly. He can go that route right now. If you really think about it, we can clean this up. All right, we get it somewhat into the point where it's cleaned up enough that it looks like it's profitable, that is bringing in some type of revenue. And hey, we got these IPs. We finna go ahead and send this shit out. They already talking about day and date on PC.
Oh, hold on.
Go third party.
I think Amazon gonna be the one to buy it. Pull the trigger on it too.
Okay, we got it. Oh no. We gotta have this discussion. Hold on.
Fine, bro.
Yeah, hold on. I'm finna put it on screen. Breaking news. Okay, look. Before I put this up on the screen, I do want to piggyback off what Mello said. Microsoft needs a phone.
Mm-hmm.
If they fit to do their own app store,
yeah, they do.
They need a phone that runs under their operating system that they store be linked to. So you're not under the, because right now you under the you have to
ranks of Google and Apple.
Right. So you and I think a lot of people, they love the Windows phones, especially the interface and stuff like that.
That would be me.
And then you hear Nadalia come out and say one of his biggest regrets was getting out of the phone business. That was one of his biggest regrets. I think this Microsoft mobile store is Microsoft way back into mobile in terms of phones. Now, if what Mello was talking about and Nokia making a resurgence, then it all makes sense. It all makes sense. But we'll see. So
when I'm right, I'm right, and when I'm wrong, I'm right. Remember that.
I have an article here from, where is it?
Oh, here, go right here. I'm gonna see you post.
I have an article here from harddrive.net. Let me see here. Let me bring this up. We're going to read this. I haven't read it yet, so we're going to read it together. Let me do this. Let me share this. Bam. Bam. It says, we sat down with the Insomniac hacker. They asked to remain anonymous, but confirmed if it was an inside job. Is this a legit website or not?
I've never heard of hard drive. So I have no.
We can't confirm whether or not that this is true or not. We're just gonna say that much. But look, this is hot off the press.
I've heard of harddrive.net.
All right. So
are they legit, Noah?
Right.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, they post reputable articles and sources, but I don't know if they're reputable themselves.
Let me see here.
Okay.
Let me look at this here. All right. Okay, we're gonna go back. All right, so let's do this. We're gonna go back. This is let me do this. Before we do that, let me check something. And then
It's a troll site.
It says a troll site. Oh, sorry.
No, that's what they saying in the comments. Two people said that. I don't know. That's why I said we can't confirm or deny if it's true or not. But it's hot off the press.
I don't believe it was an inside job. I don't believe that.
I told you my conspiracy. It was Jim Ryan. He gave them the damn password. It was password 1 and told them go crazy. Got up out of Dodge.
Okay, let's see here.
It was Jim Ryan. He did it. He said, "You motherfuckers gonna fire me?"
All right, so take this with a grain of salt. It could be a troll site, but we'll see what it says, right? It says, as you may have already heard, a week ago, it was reported that a major video game developer, Insomniac, was hacked, and a myriad of top secret details about their upcoming games was released. The gaming community was abuzz, wondering how this could happen and who was responsible. Luckily, we hard drive reporters were able to find the person responsible. Even more impressive, we were able to set up an interview with them, and while they insisted on remaining anonymous, They answered all of our questions about the leak.
Mhm.
Right? Let me see here.
Boom, boom, boom.
All right. This is I don't know if this is true or not. I'm just hey. All right, hey, thanks for sitting down with us. We really appreciate it. Hacker, you are very welcome. Just as long as no one finds out who I am. This sounds like some bullshit already.
Yeah, that sounds like some lies.
Yeah,
It sounds like some
Ain't
lies.
nobody finna sit down and say,
Yeah,
well,
I'm not finna stop reading.
Can't nobody else say this, man. You can't even see this.
Hey, let's read it just for the shits though, Post.
No. This is some fun. This shit is crap. This shit is crap.
the way people be out here clipping, you need to go
Yeah,
there.
we got some credit in these streets. We ain't just gonna read no bullshit.
No. That shit is cap. This is a motherfucking spoof site.
Send that to me, Post. So I can post my propaganda.
He said, of course, you knew it right here. I'm just gonna read one more. Of course, he said, of course not. He said, you're welcome, just as long as no one finds out who I am. He said, of course not, Clank. So what motivated you to hack the company you work for and leak all their secrets? Well, quite frankly, I was worried all these new Marvel projects will put me and my partner out of a job. This company would be nothing without us. They made millions of boats. Oh man, I ain't reading this shit. Man, get this shit the fuck.
That is
This shit
definitely
is pure comedy, bro. This shit is pure comedy. I'll just say myself, man, we got integrity over here. Let me tell you something. We got integrity. I'll send it to you.
Hard.net doing what they supposed to do. Send that
to me.
Oh man, let me do this.
I'm gonna drop this nuke on them.
All right, let me see. Let me see what you just sent me.
If it was J-Dubs or Red, I will say this: if it was J-Dubs or Red Dragon,
they'd have ran with it.
They would have plastered it, and we got retweeted 1,000 times by PlayStation doing it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm not.
Unlike them, we got integrity over here, man.
I'm not doing. I ain't even want to put y'all.
What we gonna talk about these
journalists? Fake news.
I ain't even want to put the chat through that, man. The first line just sent me like, nah.
As long as nobody,
long as they don't find out where my brother lives, I can do it.
Right. As long as they don't find out, we can do it.
No, I sent that to you. You can run with that, player. You got that, bro. You got that. So, in other news today, we find out some more moves that Microsoft making from an executive standpoint. We also found out that Bobby Kotick will be leaving sooner than we thought, and that is December 29th. December 29th, and some more other people are leaving as well. Let me see here. Let me pull this up here. Let me go here.
It's funny to me how people forget what he's stepping down for. Like a lot of people got amnesia when it comes to this these type of things.
Man, that's how companies work, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have guys whose main source of income, their job is to create a startup, increase the value of their startup for millions, sell it off, and redo the same thing. Like people flip houses, people flip startups and companies like that.
That's a fact.
So Bobby walked away with billions, at least enough bread where he over there talking to the parent company of Paramount saying, I want to buy you.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, Bobby Kotick.
And may walk away with WB at that.
Wow.
Yeah, and my guess, he would do the same with Paramount that he did with Activision.
Yep.
Regardless of now we know from the things we heard how he was. Now we know he did some bad things, but one thing you can't take away from it is his business prowess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was a serial entrepreneur, dude. Bro.
Yeah, and what he did with Activision, you know what I'm saying? So And just imagine him getting under, getting Paramount with all the movie studios, right? And then using that to transition back into gaming. And so now he got movie studios, a streaming platform, and now he started going back either building or acquiring studio. Man, I wouldn't put it past him. Yeah, Microsoft announces more Xbox leadership changes as Activision Bobby Kotick departs. Activision Blizzard CEO Bobby Kotick is stepping down officially December 29th. Microsoft has not appointed a direct replacement and instead has rolled the suite of Activision Blizzard's executives, including Blizzard President Mike Ibarra, Activision Publishing President Rob Kotick, and Activision Blizzard Vice Chairman Thomas Tipple. That's too close to nipple.
Really, mother?
I know.
Really?
You should have just kept that to yourself, bro.
Oh, my bad. I
He
said that out
definitely
loud.
could have.
Whoa.
Okay, Thomas Temple under Microsoft Game Content Studio President Matt Booty, right? And I got some concerns here, and I was speaking with somebody in the DM about it, and we share the same concerns. Does Matt have too much
I think
on his hand?
I think that's yes.
I think that they're going to need to put somebody under him.
Yeah.
You're overseeing the Xbox Game Studios.
And then you go hire Connie.
Yeah.
Hello. Hey, Play. Hey, Play. I rock with you, brother. You really starting to grow on me, man. Because I promise you, I said pause, but I literally said they need to go get that chick. But go ahead, continue.
I'm just saying, you're overseeing. This is games and content, right? You're doing all the games and content, right? So you're overseeing the Xbox Studios, right? You're Bethesda. ZeniMax and Bethesda now reports to you as well. And now Activision reports to you as well. That's a lot of studios to be juggling. And then I wonder who they're going to have to bring somebody in to run Activision. But we'll get to it because a lot of these people that you're going to hear about, they only going to be there through March of 2024. And I think we'll probably be looking at a whole new board. And I think that's probably, we'll see. I think that's probably why they haven't picked anybody yet, because they're probably going through candidates right now. And it's probably going to take them the next couple of months, at least up until March, to get to restructure a new board at Activision and then put a CEO in place. But I do like that idea, Playing Mellow. I do like that idea, especially with her experience.
Man, that resume was crazy.
It says Kotick departure comes just 2 months after some big Xbox leadership changes that saw Sarah Bond promoted to Xbox president, leading all Xbox platforms and hardware work. Matt Booty promoted to president of game content and studios, including overseeing Bethesda and ZeniMax studios. Now Booty, who some people call Peaches, is getting even.
Okay, alrighty.
Why do you
That's
have
so
that
red
like that, bro? Like who asked for
Hey,
that?
hold on.
Oh my gosh, bro!
Look, hold on. Look,
Peaches.
look,
Like,
look.
wait a minute. That's like
Look,
calling
when
Big
they
Teddy. Like,
when
what?
they don't say Matt Booty, they just use the Peaches
hey,
emojis.
bro, we're
But
done.
we gonna keep going. I'm just saying.
That's
I'm
his
just
hitman
just
name
saying.
or something.
Oh,
Peaches.
I'm just saying, if you ever on the X platform
Oh
and
my
you see
goodness.
somebody say Phil Spencer and you see a Peaches emoji, they talking about Matt Booty. I'm just informing you.
Well,
Not
I
his
coulda- I
booty,
coulda
but
went the
Matt
rest of
Booty.
my-
Man,
I could have
hold
went
on,
the rest of my life
That's
without
too
doing
much,
that, bro.
We are not
now,
calling no grown man Peaches.
now Booty is.
Now he just gonna be known as Matt
I
from
don't
now
even feel
on.
Matt,
comfortable
it's
saying
Matthew.
Booty. I don't
That
even
nigga name
feel
is
comfortable
Matt.
calling.
He just Matt from now on, bro.
Look,
We
I
gonna
don't
give him a
even
full name.
I don't even feel comfortable calling a grown man Booty, but that's his last name.
Well,
I'm gonna
it's
call
gonna
him
be
Matt.
Matt from now
Now
on, bro.
Matt is getting even more responsibility with Bethesda, Activision Blizzard, and Xbox Game Studios all under his watch. I think that is a lot.
It
And
is.
hopefully by next year, or at least March of next year, we get a restructuring of the Activision board, and then we get who's going to be running it and the CEO in place. And then we get Matt some help, because I don't know if he can. Well, we'll see. I don't want to, put none back, but we'll see. I just think that is a lot to juggle right now.
You nigga said an Xbox fun fact. His name is Peaches. Okay, I had to get that off.
You know what? I'm just trying to be. Maybe I was a little bit too detailed with the Peaches. Maybe I was a little too
detailed. You could have just left it completely out. That's what you did.
Because when I found out, I was like, what?
So, Post, what you telling me is Activision about to be ran by nipples and booty.
Oh my God!
You know what? I'm finna keep reading. Y'all ain't finna do me like this. Let me tell you something. I just was a little bit too detailed. That's all. Just a little bit too detailed.
Yeah, I agree with everybody else. You're a little too deep in this with nicknames and shit. That man ain't Peaches.
Post Matt is no longer in charge of Xbox Game Studios. Matt is the president of let me see. Let me go back up here. Game Content and Studios. So he's the president of Xbox Studio, right? His position has changed. He was in Phil Spencer's old position, where he overseen those studios. He was the manager of all those studios. Now he run a division, which is the Game Content and Studio division. So I know somebody else was made manager over Xbox Studios. I can't remember the person name. I will have to look that up. Microsoft is largely keeping the leadership team of Activision Blizzard in place, with some executive level exceptions. Activision Blizzard Chief Communications Officer Lulu Maservi will leave the company at the end of January. Shout out to Lulu. Lulu is a great person. And shout out. I just want to say shout out. I don't want to say too much. All I'm going to say is shout out to her and her team. I'm going to leave it at that. I don't want to say too much. And
all right, moving on, bro. Moving on.
Secret lovers.
Oh
no, it ain't none of that. It ain't none of that.
See, bro, he already tried to escape.
Yeah, it ain't none of that. I want to get clearance
that nigga
before
was putting up heart emojis for that lady.
No. So you sound like some of them weirdos on Twitter. Boy, them motherfuckers, boy. Yeah, it has nothing to do with that. I gotta get clearance first. Humam Sakini.
Post up, got friend.
Humam Sakini, vice chairman of Blizzard and King, will also depart at the end of December. A number of Activision Blizzard executives will depart in March. So Lulu will be there through January because she's helping with transitioning of the comms team over to a new person that's going to be running the comms team. And then Brian Balutow, I'm going to say Brian, Chief Administrative Officer. You got Julie Hodges, Chief People Officer. Armin Zerza, Chief Financial Officer. And Grant Dixon, Chief Legal Officer, are all reporting to their Microsoft Gaming equivalents, while Thomas Tipple, Vice Chairman, Activision Blizzard, is reporting to Matt Booty for now. He will depart Microsoft in March alongside other Activision Blizzard executives. So they're, I think the transitioning that they're helping with them will be completed in March. And so Thomas, Brian, Julie, Grant, and Armin will continue to help us with the transition through March 2024, says Xbox Chief Phil Spencer, in an internal memo obtained by The Verge. So additionally, a memo from Matt Booty announced some of the changes taking place at ZeniMax and Bethesda, including that Jill Braff is a name I never heard of, has been named the new head of those studios. Braff worked on the integration team with ZeniMax, and Bethesda joined Xbox back in 2021 and will lead the studio's development teams. Okay, Microsoft continues to integrate Activision Blizzard into its expanded Microsoft gaming business. And it's clear that Matt is now taking more responsibility than ever before. Xbox fans are now waiting to hear from Microsoft on its plan to add Activision Blizzard games to Xbox Game Pass. So I'm gonna scroll past this. That's Phil internal memo. I want to go to where is it? Matt's, where he kind of gives background on Jill Braff. He say, in addition, today we are announcing Jill Braff as head of the ZeniMax Bethesda studio. Jill has a wealth of experience in games and entertainment with previous roles at Nintendo, Sega, Glue Mobile, Home Shopping Network, and Warner Brothers, building the online and marketing business for Ellen DeGeneres Show. She was our leader for the integration work when ZeniMax Bethesda joined Xbox, and through that work, she has come to know many of their teams and leaders. Hey, she got a motherfucking background, bro.
That resume crazy.
Hey, she got a crazy Nintendo, Sega, Home Shopping Network, Warner Brothers. She built the online and marketing business for Ellen. Yo, she had a crazy resume, bro. Like, that's why I had to go check, because I'm like, let me see. I want to make sure they just ain't putting, Microsoft in the past had a certain to put people in roles that, that they really wasn't. Well, I'll just leave it at that. They won't fit for them roles. Yeah, we're gonna go to one. Okay. Spoony Love with the 500. This grown ass man's name is Booty, and you gonna call him Peaches. Come on, Pose. By the way, homeboy got Big Money's Mike, but actually speaking substance. He talking about he talking about play. Hey, look, let me tell you something. I just want to apologize to the chat and the panel. I didn't want calling him Peaches. I just said that was his nickname.
Oh my God.
That if you ever see well, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna just leave it alone. Because if the more I go into it, the worse it get. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I was,
we dug a little too deep in them files, player.
I was surprised when I found out. I'm like, my bad. My bad. Okay. I do think this, in terms of these transitions, I do think that it's going to take Microsoft or Phil in this case to put a new Activision board together. So I think that's why the other people going to stand there, because I think it's, even from the financials perspective and stuff like that, it still needs some work there that needs to be done in terms of transitioning everything through Microsoft. But I think they're headhunting right now for a new board over there, and they also headhunting for a CEO. But wouldn't it be incredible? What if Connie do become the CEO?
Bro, that'd be epic.
That'd be crazy.
Because right now they are making a dream team. Like, looking at her resume and then going back to the Sarah Bond incident. Now you got Matt. Like, they are making a dream team over there when it comes to gaming, bro.
Right,
and they tackling every area that they was weak in my opinion.
And we know Matt is the president of Game Content and Studios, and we know how he feels.
Yeah, I liked him after them emails.
What he said in them emails? Let's spin Sony the fuck up out of here.
I ain't know that brother then, but when he said that, I said, "Oh yeah, this is my type of brother right here. You ain't gonna punch me in my, you ain't gonna step on my J's and think it ain't gonna be no consequences."
Matt used to run Minecraft.
Man, hey, I don't care what he was running after that. When I saw them emails and he was like, "Yeah, let's go ahead and get these niggas up out of here. We got the bread to do it, bro."
Matt was responsible for the Minecraft when Microsoft brought Minecraft. Matt ran Minecraft for a while. You know what I'm saying? You probably can attribute what the success of Minecraft or where it is right now to him. Now he's over here. He like, let's spin them the fuck up out of here.
They got me fucked up. What? He said they gonna do what? They try to outsell us. Oh yeah. I'm gonna break that piggy bank on your head real quick, bro. So yeah, I'm rocking with them. I like what they doing right now, and again looking at that resume with Connie Booth and what she did over there with Sony, it's just it's a damn near no brainer at this point.
Yeah,
I think if Connie came through, I think she'd have blood in her eyes.
That's revenge.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yes.
The way they hustle.
Oh yes.
That's that. She gonna get a blank check. How much you want?
Mm-hmm.
You got an opportunity to get back at them dudes over there. How much you want?
yeah.
You can
got
run this studio right here. Here you go.
got somebody that has over 20 years of experience in first party AAA
And knows how they work.
content, that knows how Sony works, that has long lasting relationships throughout the industry, and you got one of the person that was the foundation of putting Sony where they're at. Yeah, you want all that. You're gonna pay that bread to get it too.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And she and giving her prowess in terms of AAA content and IP, I think she'll go there and work wonders with Activision. You know, we'll see. We'll see. So we're gonna move along to this, and then we're gonna get up out of here. Oh, that's the most covered. Did y'all see this? I keep seeing stuff. Let me go here. So look at this. The most covered games.
Oh snap.
The most covered company, Starfield, was the number one.
Is this Photoshop?
No. This is what I'm gonna tell you. This is proof. You know, them journalists was all them damn Starfield articles, them clickbait articles. That's why it's number one. Okay, Starfield was number one. 53,097 articles. Diablo 4 was number 2. Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom was number 3. Fortnite was number 4. Cyberpunk was number 5. Spider-Man 2 was number 6. I just thought Spider-Man, being that it's Spider-Man, would have had more.
Bro. Might give up that dog shit.
Final Fantasy 16, number 7. Minecraft, number 8. Baldur's Gate, number 3. And then League of Legends, number 10. And then the companies, most covered companies, Xbox, 308,834 articles. PlayStation was number 2. Nintendo was number 3. Microsoft was number 4. Sony was number 5. Activision was number 6. Nvidia was number 7. Electronic Arts was number 8. Ubisoft 9. And Epic was number 10. And guess what? All this is because the journalists know this. These media outlets know this. That's why they write them damn clickbait articles. That's why the Xbox and Starfield is up there. All them disrespectful articles they was making for Starfield, just one after the other.
But what we say, Post, regardless if it's negative or positive, it goes back to Microsoft being in the goddamn in the news. We said that. Motherfuckers laughed us out the gym about it.
Yes, sir. All right, so we're going to cover this one last topic, and then we're gonna get up out of here and play some games. So the last topic is this: certain outlets, media outlets, refusing to cover the Insomniac leak. Right? You had people from, I think, GameSpot. You had people from VGC, I think, VGC, GameSpot, Kinda Funny, and a few other people, few other outlets, refusing not to report on this leak. Right? We also had journalists that was covering this leak be scolded by other developers for covering the leak. And even who was that? David Jaffe and Adam Sessler did a podcast about this, and they was just like they were pretty much talking like, what the fuck is going on with these journalists? And David Jaffe said it's like that because a lot of these journalists want to work for these companies, right? If you look at Greg Miller from Kinda Funny, he reported on the GTA 6 leak, which was a ransom leak. He reported, I think the day before the Insomniac leak came out, he reported on the Suicide Squad leak. He also did the Diablo 4 leak. And him doing the GTA 6 leak, he said he didn't have any friends over at Take-Two or Rockstar. So it didn't matter. But we know he's close to Insomniac because I think they put him in Spider-Man 2.
Yeah.
Right? So now all of a sudden, it's about humanity. It's about morals and things like that. And this is the bias that we're talking about. The same thing happened with Harry Potter, where the media chose to go against Harry Potter because of the words of the lady who created Harry Potter said. And so they chose to really demoralize the game and the developers. And so now you got, hold on, let me bring this up. We finna talk about it. Because my thing is, you as a news is news. Your job is to report the news. How unfortunate it may be, even how sad or horrible it may be, your job is to report the news, right? You hear about mass bombings. You hear about the stuff that's going on over in the Middle East, right? And you've seen all these different videos and just incredible or terrible things happening. And though you might feel heartfelt toward what's going on, they still out there being journalists reporting the goddamn news.
Yeah, they just might not be showing the videos and warning you. But.
Yeah. And then you're saying that, well, this leak was a hack. It has people personal. Well, you don't have to. We're not asking you to report on people's personal information. We're asking you to report on the multitude of news options you have with this leak. It's so much in this leak that is newsworthy, and you owe that to not so much of your fans, but your listeners and your readers. But now we know, right? Ain't nobody had no problem, even though Microsoft, somebody in Microsoft mistakenly uploaded unredacted versions of the FTC files to the server, and ain't nobody had no problem. Ain't nobody say, well, we feel sorry for that employer that might got fired for uploading these files unredacted to the FTC server. So we not going to report on none of this news because we feel for the person that's going to. Ain't none of y'all said that. All y'all ran with it. Everybody ran with it. Let me see if I can bring this up. Let me see here.
Man, hit the like button.
This shit is crazy. Now all of a sudden, when it comes to Insomniac and Sony, people want to have a heart.
I don't even think you think it's a heart. I think it's something totally different. To be honest,
but say it then. Say it then.
You want a PG?
That's what we here to talk about. Say it then.
I was letting you cook. So
go ahead, cook because I'm looking for something.
Oh, okay, so these piece of shit ass niggas, I'm gonna just keep it a frank. This is all about bribery and motherfucking extortion. They picking and choosing. That's one thing about journalism, because if you went to school for the shit, the reason why they are so talented is because they can take something negative and put it in a clean, objective approach. These people are clearly showing that they're biased towards a certain brand and certain topics, which are cool. But you can't sit here and say you got integrity for one thing when it's leaked, and then turn around you can shit on the other person. That's just an asinine ass fucking goddamn way of doing anything with journalists. Period.
To your point, and I'm gonna be real brief because I listened when he talked. He was like, this morning brought up the discussion, about how we should handle certain things going forward. This morning it got brought up. You talking at 3 a.m. because ain't he on the West Coast? So, when was you having a discussion with your media mates at 12 a.m. at night about how we gonna talk about this in the morning? Now the discussion came up, or the discussion should have came up when you did the last one with GTA. I think that's what the discussion should have came up. Like you should have talked about it then.
You could have said, "Hey, we got a certain standard when it comes to these leaks," and y'all, they didn't do none of that. It was just cut and dry to the point. But I want to take a situation that happened with the Supreme Court judge, and this is in America, land of the crooked. His higher up friends wanted certain laws passed, so instead of them just giving him money and a bag of cash in his hand, he would do favors. You say, "Hey, you going on a trip? We'll pay for your trip." I don't want to say his name because I don't want to give him no clout. But for these said favors, he was allowing certain bills to get passed and certain laws to go through just for his friends. It's the same thing here. When you start seeing that journalists are, grabbing the nuts of these goddamn developers because they want to be in a video game or they want them to be on a game show, you're selling your fucking self. That's literally what you're doing. And just because you don't see a bag of cash doesn't mean you're not seeing the favors. But I got to give a praise to us and like people like us that's doing these podcasts also on YouTube where we taking the gloves off. Are we like PR teams and I cleaned up and giving y'all the blow by blow pause of what's going on? No, because we ain't in certain rooms. But when we see bullshit, we see it and we call it out. You can't say that we don't at the end of the day. And that's why a lot of us that's doing this is needed, because you can have your opinion about anything, but when you start seeing shady shit going on, it's a reason why it need to be called out so it can be prevented at the end of the day.
Yeah, this is some bullshit.
This is bullshit at its utmost. That's why I call IGN what I call them, because they a piece of shit. That's why I never went with the Metacritic bullshit. I don't fuck with none of them. I don't fuck with none of them because
you right though.
They pick and choose what they want to report on, and then they go with the trend, regardless of whatever's going on social media for clicks and views. And I don't rock with it.
I would like to say, I think most of us in here have noticed this being a problem for the past 10 years. The whole media bias. There's no consistency. There's no standard when it comes to reviewing games. Xbox games tend to get reviewed harder for the most case. PlayStation games get leeway. When there's bugs, the issues, they kind of get thrown under the rug. And I hope the naysayers are really paying attention, like your like your Destins. I watched one of his videos and he just disputed the whole Xbox tax and said it wasn't real. Well, here it goes. This is a prime example of the Xbox tax, even though it's not pertaining to Xbox. It's more of a PlayStation a PlayStation what's the term I'm looking for? More of a PlayStation bias and a bias towards PlayStation. It's a bigger bias towards PlayStation and a slight hate for Xbox, right? If not a bigger hate for Xbox. When it came to Grand Theft Auto 6, they didn't have any problem leaking the hacks. When it came to Xbox, there was no problem. They posted the hacks. But as we all see, when it comes to Insomniac, anything dealing with PlayStation internally, now it becomes about morale and integrity and who's a Christian and who believes in God, and thou shall not leak thou company's internal documents and stuff, bro. Like, I don't like it, but this is the people these are the same people that review the games and give their opinions about games, and they do these interviews, and you clearly see the bias. Like, how can you not say these companies aren't biased, and they show you time and time again, day after day, that they have a clear bias towards PlayStation and a hate for Xbox.
It goes back to what happened with Starfield. When they seen Starfield, everybody was on his coattail. They was praising his grace. Then they start coming out with the negative bullshit. Now they start complaining that they ain't getting no damn review copy. Yep. You keep seeing them. Hell, Post mentioned them. They countless asking when the PlayStation goddamn code is coming out for Starfield.
Quantum Break. You should have been rocking with us back then, Mello, when Quantum Break came out. They gave it bad review scores because it ran 720p. It's 2023 and we still getting games 720p, and it's not a problem. But it was in 2013.
Oh shit.
Or 2014, 15, whatever the game released, right? I don't get it, man. I don't see how people can still go to these people for news.
Because it fit their narrative. It goes back to that sports team analogy. Long as you talking shit about the team that I don't like, I will click and support your movement. That's literally what's going on. For whatever reason, these people got a hate for Microsoft because it's fun and entertaining, or whatever the case may be. And as long as they paint that narrative, I'm gonna click. Regardless of the negative approach it's going to have in gaming. That's the stupid part, because really you're hurting yourself.
Facts.
Yeah, I just and I was looking for I was looking for the what's the name. I had that shit lined up, man. I'll be so mad.
I honestly, this is how I feel. This is my from my observation, and I don't have any proof, but I honestly, when in that Xbox One era, when Microsoft stopped funding big AAA titles, I blame the media, because it's the media that put the message out that Xbox doesn't have any games worth playing. Go buy a PlayStation. Like the Xbox brand almost died because of the negative the negative connotation and the negative articles being put out about it back in those Xbox One days.
Yeah.
And they didn't have a problem with it. I mean,
that DR shit, DRM shit, and that's the camera spying on you, all that shit landed in Microsoft lap.
They ran with it. It didn't care about the aftermath at all.
Even though Sony had the same shit going on.
It didn't come out with an article. What is Microsoft doing? Why aren't they selling? Because you have people that trust your opinion and trust your review, and you're championing PlayStation and just shitting on Xbox every opportunity you get. They lock down an exclusive game, and it's just hold tight. It's coming to PlayStation a year later. Mm-hmm. Exclusives are bad, but then as soon as Sony locks down, this is great for Sony. Like it's sickening, man. It's really sickening.
Yeah, and then you have people, you have some of these top journalists come out and mostly say in tweets and even in videos, like, we won't be talking about the Insomniac leak due to it being malicious, due to it involving people personal. We're not actually to talk about people personal information. We're actually to talk about the leak and what's in the motherfucking leaks. You have news. You have opportunity to do. You probably can make news articles into the next year, off this one leak, because there's so much in here.
Man,
Sycamore, why don't you agree? I want to know why.
But he don't agree with what you just said.
I'm guessing they don't.
So look, and I got this. Let me see here. Let me bring this up. And you know we have the usuals. So when you see this on screen, you're gonna be like, "Yeah, I can see that." Okay, we go. So this is reset era. Okay, we got GameSpot, Push Square, VGC made the decision not to spread the breach. Gametsu as well, and then we know kind of funny. Tamor Hussein, I think this is a guy who game. I really feel for the Insomniac crew, not just because it's putting all of their work out there, but also their lives. It's awful. This isn't a leak. It's a malicious breach that endangers people. Won't be covering the content of it on GameSpot.
That's true.
Ain't nobody asked
Corey
you.
C made a point. He said they had no trouble talking about the Bethesda leaks and the whole Bethesda roadmap. Oh yeah, that's true. That's true.
GTA 6 leak was just as big. Source code, hundreds of video, people personal information. Same with Capcom.
These are people's lives.
Yeah.
Man, come on, man.
Yeah. This is crazy. Push square, beware Marvel's Wolverine PS5 SS are beginning to appear. I guess in the article, and they said it. And here's a push square. Due to the criminal nature of the situation, we won't be discussing any of the leaks here on Push square. That's that Sony protection plan they go into.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's that Sony protection plan. We need to protect our interests with PlayStation. We want to keep in Insomniac. We want to keep getting review codes and we want to maintain our relationship. We don't want to piss off anybody. Andy Robinson from VGC. It should go without saying, but VGC won't be reporting specifically on any of the stolen assets in the Insomniac hack. This isn't a leak, and people's personal information is. Doesn't this sound like they all got together and said we put out the same message?
They got no. They got the same email. You motherfuckers put this out. It's gonna be Pelican Bay for all you niggas. Shoe program, nigga. You won't get an exclusive nothing. You put this shit out. That's what it got. They got the copy and paste motherfucking email. I wish you niggas would post anything about it. That's
this
what
is
happened.
Crazy. The same
and
thing.
They fell in line.
It's all they all saying the same thing.
All they said was, "What time you gonna post yours? Because I'm gonna post mine 2 minutes afterwards, and make sure you like it." That's what the fuck happened, bro.
That's crazy.
Jeff Grubb says it's tough to balance the primary objective of writing.
No, it's not. It's very easy. You don't talk about their personal data. You talk about the game stuff that's been leaked.
Exactly.
Nothing difficult about it. Have we talked about one? Have we mentioned one Insomniac employee on this show?
We ain't pull up a credit card.
You trying to tell me that's difficult?
It ain't hard. We ain't put up a picture, a video, nothing.
No credentials, nothing.
We just talked about Wolverine. That's all.
We spoke on what we seen and how we felt about it, and what's the direction afterward. That's basic fucking journalism. That's literally basic shit right there.
It's tough to balance primary objective of writing, creating for the reader viewer while also minimizing. You already know how to minimize harm. Don't report on their personal shit.
Exactly.
Facts
of the news, but the goal will be the same as always to add context. Sharing a gameplay test doesn't really do that. Huh? I don't work for the developer, but that doesn't mean I don't feel for them. Okay, you can see that's in this. I think this is what David Jaffrey was saying when people allow their personal experience to interfere with the characters that create in the game. I do believe that I work for the audience, but that doesn't mean that I owe them everything. Not going to bury head in the sand, but I'll be selective about how we talk about this. You see how? You see?
Well,
let me tell you something. If this was Microsoft, you won't see none of these apologists.
Sure.
You won't see.
Microsoft does it again. Leak information. This might be the end of Microsoft. Like, bro, get y'all ass out of here, bro. That's why I don't respect these niggas, bro.
This shit is crazy. What was the other ones I was looking for?
I wish people would stop clicking on they shit, bro. For real.
But Jeff Grubb leaks shit all the time, though.
Yeah.
Oh, Jeff Grubb say he ain't gonna do it either?
They all
He's talking
say
about he's gonna be
Yeah, no, they
selective in
all-
how. Yeah, yeah, but y'all
They
leak
all
shit
fell
out.
in line. They all fell in line.
And I think this is. I just think this is terrible.
It ain't like we can't go find it and see it anyway. But I'm just saying it's crazy.
ain't had no problem when what was his name? Jeff Keighley leaked the price of the Xbox or whatever before it was coming out.
Snap! Oh snap!
You know that wasn't the problem. Did he even apologize about that?
I don't even know.
No.
I don't even think he apologized. Like, come on, man.
He said this man leaked the whole release date and kept it pushing like ain't nothing happened. But y'all motherfuckers run around and chase these people around and build y'all opinion based off their content. I don't respect none of these niggas.
Yeah, this shit is wild, man. And let me find that what's the name video. Where is it? Let me see here. Where is it? Let me see. No, that's the PC build of Wolverine. I don't want
to.
Well, I'm gonna download and play that shit.
Are clowns.
I'm gonna download and play it.
Hey, bro, be careful with that, bro. You don't know what's in them bills, bro. All right, they could be uploading network information on them bills, bro. Don't do that.
It's a day job.
Take my chances.
that nigga Noah gonna be like,
ambition of a rider.
He gonna be like, I beat it. You gonna be what? I beat Wolverine.
I beat Wolverine, man. I got the achievements and everything. Oh snap!
Let me see. Is this it? Let me see. Where is it? My bad, y'all. I'm looking for a specific video, and it was with Here we go. Let me get this here. Let me minimize that because we don't want to put this on the screen. I should have all this ready. I'll be tweaking. Listen to this. Okay, we're gonna go here. Y'all hear it?
I can't hear
anything.
Not at all.
What the fuck? Why the fuck is it doing that? Y'all don't hear it, do y'all?
I don't hear anything.
I think this is fucking Twitter.
Yeah, he said I hated Sandler ever since he threw a fit about the trophy.
Yeah, something going on.
God of
Damn.
War. Damn.
Something is going on with StreamYard.
John Ryan gonna show up at your house with that T-shirt on.
Well, let me see here.
His doc.
Spoony Love with the 500. He say, is the gaming media the only group of journalists that have a blatant lack of integrity? Imagine news networks choosing not to cover major events.
Shit, you'll be surprised what
you'll
they
be
do.
surprised. Shit.
They doing that already. Shit,
they do that.
Hell, they probably learn from them.
They shit. Yeah. They only. Let me tell you something. The media is one of the
biased medias ever.
The media is on the front line when it comes to
bias,
America propaganda.
Mm-hmm.
And when it comes to the American people. Now we're getting into a whole nother podcast. But let me tell you something. He who controls the information and how that information is distributed controls the mind share of the people.
Look at P. Diddy.
And he has the power.
Oh,
he has
shit.
He has the power. He has the power to tell a truth, to tell a lie, or give you a lie in truth clothing. And he has also has the power to convolute things to where you don't recognize a lie, you don't recognize the truth, or you don't even know when you're seeing the line truth coding, or vice versa. You don't know what you're looking at, what you're hearing, or what you're reading, and what you think is real is not real. We're getting into a whole nother podcast, but you know what I'm saying? We could get up out of Russell with the $4.99. The game journalists are jealous of hackers giving breaking news, and it's not them. Access journalism on display because regular people have the info. Yeah,
it's deeper than that.
It's deeper than that, though. These
because they don't have a problem with reporting other hacks. Like
and like we said, GTA 6 was a ransom. They got ransom too. The hackers asked for money too. Even with the Capcom thing, personal people information was there. And these same journalists that's saying, "Oh, we feel for Insomniac. Our heart goes out to them. Their personal information. This is It was dangerous for GTA. It was dangerous for Capcom. It was dangerous for other people that got ransomed. What's the difference now?
The only differentiating factor is Sony. Just being real.
Yeah. What's the difference now?
Even when I know we talked about this already, but look at the energy the journalists had about Sony canceling factions. Oh, no big deal. Now they're going back to single player games. This is a win for Sony.
Yep.
When has canceling games ever been celebrated by journalists? Even Digital Foundry. Oh yeah, this was the right decision by Sony.
They said that?
To put 4 years in the game, in development of a game, and cancel it.
Oh yeah.
When has that ever been celebrated? Or
if it was Microsoft, it would have been mismanagement.
Man, bruh.
Six whole games as a service, either canceled or delayed. This is the right move.
Yeah. Reminds what in the PS4 era they were saying Sony lineup is scarce, but this is a good thing. Yep. So we finna get up on out of here, man. Like I said, we want to go to 98 minutes. That ain't bad. We finna get up on that. We ain't finna go 2, 3, 4 hours, man. Whatever I miss or had lined up, we'll come back and do on the another show. I know I do Infinite Umbra show tomorrow at 7 p.m. Then I got then I do What's the Name show Friday on Point. I forgot I can't be pro gonna be mad at me. But I'm gonna retweet it, man. Y'all make sure y'all following us on Twitter or the X app. The details are in the description below. Thank you all for continuously supporting the platform. Thank you for all the A1s, the day ones that show up every time we go live and be waiting in the chat. And to every new person in the chat, we welcome you all to the platform. Please make sure you hit the subscribe button, and even share it out. It helps with the algorithm and help us get this content out to more people. Okay. We hit a milestone. We're increasing. We had 2. You know how long it took us to get to 1,000 subs? Now we at 2,000, and we on 2,256 right now. So we're moving, and we thank you all, and we appreciate you all. We about to get up out of here. Okay. Y'all have a good one. Have a safe week. And if something else happens, we're going to be back on this motherfucker tomorrow talking about it. I know I missed some shit and some stuff we could have.
No, Post going to keep reading the motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm sure Malik's going to be driving. I'm thinking, I'm wondering if we're going to get them PS5 Pro specs.
Yeah. Well, look, and that's what people, that's what people been looking for too. And they're saying, look, have y'all seen any PS5 Pro stuff in these leaks? So far, ain't nobody ran into any PS5 Pro stuff. So people are kind of questioning. So people are kind of questioning even if the console even exists. But I'm sure it's there. So people are looking for code words like Trinity, and things like that. So we'll see y'all in a minute, man. Y'all be blessed.
Peace.
It's been crazy, man. But you gotta go through something to get to something, you know? Whatever that something is, yeah, we back locked in, let's go. Got it out the mud with the cards that was dealt. Cause I fear wasted life more than I fear death, yeah. That's why I never worry about a flight plan. Cause when you up, you never ask when the flight land. Southside and shy, still alive, so I beat the odds. Tempted by the devil, but made my peace with God. We beat that odd. The nights was cold, it was cheap to scar. That sleep was hard. Depression had me locked, could see the bars. Faith and prayer helped me see the mom. Couple guys I had to take off on them. Shit's different when they trying to pull a take off on you. Set the table for niggas and set my plate aside. So when you see me feeling mass, know that it's justified. When niggas get the buck and I get the pesticide. Jungle full of gorillas, who let the pest inside? No object formed against me shall be weaponized. That's why the guys pull up like an exercise and press the bitch when they woofing from the sidelines. Yeah.
Long day now.
Yeah.
Tryna find my way out.
Trying to find my way out.
Life is such a precious thing.
So precious.
Hoping that she stay there.
You know what though?
Yeah. And we find, and we find, and we find, we find a